Baseball tonight as the Hoppers will take on the red-hot Paducah Chiefs here at the Christian County High School's Colonel Field. Joe Wilson with you. Appreciate everybody listening tonight. Hope we're going to have a great ball game. Welcome to the Dugout Show. It's brought to you by the Barbecue Shack, offering catering and custom cooking. You can visit them Wednesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're located out on 4687 Pembroke Road in Hopkinsville. The Hoppers enter tonight's game 10-17. They're coming off a 17-2 loss to the first-place full-count Rhythm last night. But that one's over. We'll start a new one tonight. The Hoppers remain in 5th place in the OVL entering tonight's game. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are the hottest team in the OVL. They've won 9 in a row. That includes a 4-2 win over Henderson last night that put them in sole possession of 2nd place in the OVL with a 15-11 record. Hoptown has won 3 of the 5 meetings between the teams this season. They're hoping to get a 4th tonight. I'll be back with Hoppers coach Chris Benny when we come back. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Dr. Mackenzie Denton has joined Jenny Stewart Family Health, passionate about health promotion and preventative care within the pediatric, adult, and geriatric population. Dr. Denton plans to provide her patients with high-quality care. Visit jennystewarthealth.org or call 270-887-6565 to schedule an appointment.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Coach Chris Benny and Coach, tonight the hottest team in the league coming in. And what have you been most impressed with? Because you saw them last Saturday night, so you've seen them up close and personal.
Yeah, I mean, they're just competing really well right now. There for a while, they kind of struggled, and they've been able to turn it around. I think it's just a complete effort. Their pitching's been a lot better, and putting the ball in play a little bit more.
Well, I wasn't going to bring up last night too much, but you guys, how do you put that one away and then start over tonight?
Yeah, it's just a new day. Our philosophy's been 0-0 each day that we play, and so keeping that same moniker when we win, we're 0-0 the next day, and even when we lose, we're 0-0 the next day.
I do like the way Don Bello competed last night, and you had a couple other guys that really it looks like they're really beginning to find their stride. Are you pleased with how the team's been playing here lately?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we just had a rough defensive night last night. I think 6 errors is too much to win at this level, and especially against a team like that. You walk a couple guys, hit a batter or two, and then make 6 errors, and then all of a sudden they start putting the ball in the ballpark. And 3-run home runs is tough to beat. When they get a couple of them in a game, it adds up quickly. Yeah,
I think the John Paul Head is like 6 for 8 his last few times here, and has about 4 home runs and about 12 RBIs or something. So, but I did notice that Paducah here lately has been scoring a lot of runs, and they haven't been giving up a whole lot of runs. So, how do you attack them tonight?
Well, I mean, it starts with our pitching. We'll have Cody tonight. Cody's got great swing and miss stuff. If we can limit the walks and the free bases and catch the ball better defensively, we have a chance in all those games. I think our starting pitching has kept us in pretty much every game that we've been in, and then just get to the bullpen and make sure that they're focused and ready to go.
Got to love a 4-game homestand too, right? How's it feel to not have to travel for the whole weekend?
I mean, it feels great. A lot of guys' parents are in, so they're getting some guys out there so mom and dad can see and watch their kids play. It's been a while for a lot of them. Some of them sit the bench in the spring or redshirted or whatever it may be, and so it's just great family atmosphere here the last night, and I'm sure tonight. And it's always great to kind of wake up a little bit later and not have to worry about getting on the bus. But we do enjoy the road trips. I mean, the guys have fun on those, and so keeping it light and loose when you're here at home and not putting too much pressure on yourselves was going to be the key for us tonight.
Okay. Coach, good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
The
Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores with their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus Sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, Sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus Sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Welcome back into the Dugout Show. Joe Wilson with you tonight from Christian County High School's Colonel Field. Hoppers about to play host to the Paducah Chiefs. We appreciate everybody listening tonight. The Chiefs entered tonight's game 15-11. They've won 9 in a row, and they lost to the Hoppers, though, 3 of the 5 times they've played this season. Hoptown trying to recover from an 0-7 start at the beginning of the year, and they've improved to 10-17 on the season. The Hoppers moved into 5th place last week, and they're trying to hang on as they lead Madisonville by 1 game now for that 5th place spot. They're coming off an embarrassing 17-2 loss last night to the first place full count Rhythm. It's the Hoppers and the Chiefs tonight from Christian County's high school Colonel Field, and we are going to have a good one tonight as it'll be Niall Adcock going for Paducah and Cody Jones going for our Hoptown Hoppers. That's going to wrap up our pregame show. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the first pitch when we return. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Hi, this is Hopper Hunter Swanson from Clarksville, Tennessee. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors: Huggard Beard and Giles Funeral Home, Jones Brothers Towing and Trucking, Chick-fil-A, HWEA, the Bank of Cadiz, HES, and the Hopkinsville Lions Cubs. Go Hoppers.
Good over there?
No matter what you've been through, All Clean to the rescue.
Has your home or business suffered from water damage? How about fire damage to your home? Even if you just need the carpets cleaned, All Clean Services has you covered. All Clean takes pride in the work they do, assuring you quality service. Stop by the office Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 or call 270-889-9645. All Clean Services, 2414 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Putting your world back together. All Clean.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back into the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Joe Wilson with you tonight as the Hoppers getting ready to take on the Paducah Chiefs here at Christian County High School's Colonel Field. Also on the OVL schedule tonight, Henderson is at Fulton. That's a 6:30 start. And Madisonville is at full count tonight, and that's a 7:05 start. Tomorrow night, full count goes to Paducah. It's a doubleheader starting at 5:30 on the first game. Madisonville's at Henderson at 6, and Fulton will be right here tomorrow night as the Hoppers continue their 4-game homestand. That one's a 6 o'clock start. Jeff Sisk will have the call for that one at 5:45 right here on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Your current standings in the OVL, full count is 4 games up, 19-7. They lead Paducah at 15-11 by 4. Henderson is at 14-12. They're 5 games back. Fulton is at 13-14, 6.5 out. Hoptown is 10-17, 8.5 out. And Madisonville comes in 9-18 tonight. And they are 10 games, 10.5 out of the first place standings. Starting lineups brought to you by Riken Elastomers. And join the Riken Elastomers team with process operator starting pay at $19.30 per hour up to $23.70 an hour in 1 year, and an excellent benefit package that includes employee paid benefits day one of employment. Call them at 270-475-2150, extension 214 to learn more. For Paducah tonight, they'll start John Bingham, and he'll bat first and play right field. Noah Waxter will play second and bat second. TK Madera, one of the best players in the OVL, he'll bat third and play center field tonight. Easton Denning is the designated hitter, batting fourth. Braden Baker will bat fifth and play shortstop. Kobe Watson is their first baseman and bat sixth. Batting seventh tonight is Javin Gauthier. He's playing third base. Joey Ruiz will play catcher and bat eighth. Nate Lang will bat ninth, and he will play left field. And Niall Adcock is our pitcher tonight for Paducah. For Hoptown, Cole Reynolds will lead off and play shortstop, followed by Grady Broughton at DH. Dom Bello will play left field and bat third. And we're going to listen to the national anthem here real quick.
Stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Scott Colley with our national anthem tonight. As I was saying, Cole Reynolds will lead off and play shortstop, followed by Grady Broughton at DH. Dom Bello will play left field and bat third tonight. Connor Scheitz, the fourth batter, followed by Miles Denton at third. Owen Hutchison will bat sixth and play right field. Chance Sweeney will bat seventh and play center. Zach Hampton's our second baseman, batting eighth tonight. Evan Cardwell is catching tonight, batting ninth. And Cody Jones will be pitching tonight for the Hoppers. Tonight's game time weather brought to you by Charlie Henderson's State Farm.
Here's your WHOP Weather Center forecast. Slight chance of thunderstorms tonight, otherwise mainly clear skies. Lows dip down to about 73, south winds at around 5 miles an hour. Mainly clear skies again tomorrow, slight chance of thunderstorms. Daytime highs approaching 94. Slight chance of thunderstorms tomorrow night, 73. That's the forecast from the WHOP Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Megan Mulford. Right now, it's 91 degrees.
Warm in the press box right now. It's pretty warm out on the ball field as well, as the Hoppers and the Chiefs getting ready to meet for the sixth time this season. Hoppers lead it 3-2 so far in their games in 2025. The Hoppers will start on the mound tonight. Cody Jones, he's a 6'5", 220-pound right-hander out of Fishers, Indiana. Junior going to the University of Indianapolis. He's pitched well at times this year. He has a 3.82 ERA and an 0-1 record on the season. Tonight's umpires, Rick Erickson, who's from Hopkinsville. He's behind the plate tonight. Houston Teal is on the bases, is Chad Crutcher. So those are your umpires tonight here in this ball game. As we said, Hoppers in the middle of a four-game homestand. They played full count last night. They have Paducah tonight. They have Fulton tomorrow. And then on Monday, Henderson comes in. So a chance to see the Hoppers quite a bit here for the next few days. John Bingham will lead off for Paducah. They're wearing a red shirt with navy numerals trimmed in white, Chiefs across the front of the chest. It's an all-red night because the Hoppers are wearing their red with black sleeves, Hoppers across the chest in white. So lots of red tonight. Bingham batting .214 on the season, left-handed batter. And he stands in now against Jones. First pitch in for a strike. And we're underway here tonight at Colonel Field. Yeah, I was wondering about that. They had John, but it's actually Gunner Bingham. This one in the dirt, ball one. So 1-1 the count. I think his name is John, but they go by Gunner. Paducah's won 9 in a row coming into tonight. Very confident ball club as they came into the ballpark. And this one also bounces in front of home plate, 2-1 now to Bingham. Jones struck out 24 on the years, walked 19. As we said, a 3.82 ERA. 2-1 the count now on Bingham. As this one just getting underway, misses inside, nearly hits him. And now it's 3-1. Pretty good crowd here tonight in this ball game. The first batter will walk, and so Bingham is on to lead this one off for the Chiefs. And that brings up Noah Wagster. Wagster's the second baseman. He's batting .274. One thing we saw the last time Paducah was here, they like to run, so I'm sure that Mr. Bingham will go on the first opportunity he gets. See what Evan Cardwell can do about that. First pitch, misses outside, ball 1. Thanks to Jones Brothers, have a huge American flag flying in right field tonight. And there's a strike right down the middle, and it's 1-1 now on Wagster. TK Madera waits on deck for the Chiefs. Madera, one of the top players in the OVL. He's hitting about .333. Need to get a double play here. A nice ground ball would do. And the pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jones is not one of the pitchers that we have that works quickly. Some of our guys are catch it and release. He does take most of the pitch clock. Checks the runner at first. Bingham with a good lead over there. Won't go. This pitch is in for a strike as he catches Wagster looking right there at the knees on the outside corner. Good pitch by Jones, and there's one away here in the top of the first. Madera's had some good ball games against the Hoppers. He tends to be a hopper killer, and he's just as good defensively as he is with his bat. So Madera, left-handed batter, will take on Jones. Jones checks the runner. He still doesn't go. Ball's high, nearly gets away, but nice job by Cardwell. Keep that one from getting to the backstop. Looked like that one just got away from Jones there for a minute. So 1-0 the count now on the center fielder for the Chiefs. Bingham at first. Good lead. Won't go. Pitch inside. Gets away from Cardwell, and now Bingham will move down to second on the ball. So on the pass ball, Bingham to second. He's in scoring position now with 1 out here in the top of the first. Madera with 22 RBIs already this year. Has an opportunity to do it again. Hopper's defense back at normal depth. Inside and low. Ball 3 now on Madera. 3-0 the count. Good lead at second now for Bingham. Reynolds holds him on. Gets back in his position here. Misses inside, ball 4, and Madera now on. So he draws the second walk of the inning for the Chiefs. And Chris Benny is going to go out and have a talk already with his starting pitcher, Cody Jones. So while he does that, we'll take a quick break as you're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. We check our Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. No score here in the top of the first inning.
Hi, this is Cody Jones from Fishers, Indiana. On behalf of all of the 2025 Hoptown Hoppers, I would like to say thank you to all of our fans, families, supporters, and especially our host families. We love the game of baseball, and we appreciate all of you helping us to pursue our baseball dreams. Once again, to all of Hopper Nation, thank you, and we hope to see you at the ballpark. Go Hoppers!
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Easton Denning will bat now for the Chiefs. He's number 4 in the lineup. Runners on first and second now with one out here in the top of the first as Jones has walked 2 of the first 3. And he'll face Denning here. Left-handed batter. Takes a strike on the inside corner. Denning's the DH tonight. He bats .318 on the season. So Jones, whatever Benny said, must have worked here at least the first pitch. Checking the runner at second. Nobody holding him on. This one's just fouled back into the net. 0-2 the count. Madera over at first base. Big lead at second base for Bingham. Hopper's not holding anybody on here. 0-2 the count on Denning. Jones checks the runners, second. Now he'll pitch. Outside corner just missed. And it's 1-2. Good job of framing that time by Cardwell. He just couldn't get the call there. Rick Erickson behind the plate tonight for this ball game. Good umpire. Big lead out at second base for Bingham. Jones checks him, now delivers. Ball hit into left field. It's going to go back on it as Bello backpedals and makes the play. He'll get it back in quickly, and there's 2 away now here in the first. Nice job battling the sun that time by Bello. He's looking right into it. So there's 2 away now, and that'll bring up Braden Baker. Baker's a Murray State man, batting .244 on the year. Two out now with runners on first and second for the Chiefs here in the top of the first. Jones trying to pitch around a couple of walks. Runners going, and they'll throw down to second and won't get anybody. So a double steal for the Chiefs, and they now have runners on second and third. Just about got Madera down at second base. Just barely got his foot in there. I did not see what the call was. It may have been a ball, or maybe a strike. It was a strike. He held up his finger on the right side. So 1 strike here. Strike again on the outside corner with a fastball that time, and it's 0-2 now on Braden Baker. Chiefs trying to manufacture a couple of runs here in the first. Jones trying to shut it down. 0-2 pitch coming to Baker on the way. Strike called on the outside corner. Caught him looking. And Cody Jones gets out of his jam here in the first as we have played a half an inning. And we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's 0-0 Hoppers coming up to bat. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
Hayes Furniture, always the best.
This 4th of July, celebrate independence from sleepless nights at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. Right now, save $500 on Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses, including Pro Breeze, Lux Breeze, and Active Breeze models, designed to keep you cool all night long. Get up to $200 off select Sealy mattresses, and Serta has savings on their Perfect Sleeper collection, up to $425 off. It's time to sleep cooler, deeper, and better. But hurry, these savings end soon.
Always the best.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Coming to the bottom of the first, and the Hoppers will get their first chance and first look at Niall Adcock tonight. He's 1-0 with a 1.17 ERA, right-hander. Hoptown will send up Cole Reynolds, Grady Broughton, and Dom Bello to start this one off. Want to say a special thank you to Car Connection of Hopkinsville and U-Haul of Hopkinsville for sponsoring our scoreboard. They're both located at 2419 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville. For Car Connection, let them connect you to your next used car or truck. And for U-Haul of Hopkinsville, they have the largest selection. U-Haul of Hopkinsville makes the moving process easy. Hoppers trying to bounce back from last night's 17-2 loss to full count. They had a 1-0 lead after the first inning last night and actually led 1-0 through 3, and then the wheels came off the bus. So Reynolds will lead off here for Hoptown. It's their shortstop tonight, batting .231 on the season. He'll be followed up by Grady Broughton, who's the DH tonight, and Dom Bello. First ball pitch hit back up. Nice play on the mound by Adcock as he snares it. That one gets past him, probably a base hit, but Adcock does a nice job to snare it and throw out Reynolds at first base. One pitch, one out here for the Hoppers. So here comes Grady Broughton. Broughton, a 5'8", 155-pounder from Plainville, Indiana. Plays for the University of Indianapolis, freshman. Had a tough day in the field last night, but a good offensive game for the Hoppers. Stole a couple of bases, had a hit, scored a run. Takes the ball here. 1 ball, no strikes on Broughton. Fouls this one off back onto the road, and it's 1-1. We talked to Coach Benny before the game, and a lot of the players' families are here this weekend, being the 4th of July. And this one hits him. So Broughton will take his base down at first, hit by the pitch. And he can run, so a chance here for the Hoppers to maybe get a little hit and run, maybe stolen base, see what can happen. Good things normally happen when Mr. Broughton gets on. Here's Dom Bello, and Dom Bello has been on a tear. He's got his batting average up now to .339. 6'2", 210 from Okochee, Florida. I think that's how you say it. Maybe it's OC, Florida. Goes to Anderson University. Takes a strike here. Behind in the count 0-1. Broughton with a good lead over at first. Got the attention of Adcock here. He won't go. Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-2 now on Bello. Cole Reynolds swung at the first pitch and grounded out to pitcher. Broughton is hit by a pitch, and now Bello 0-2 in the count. If you just joined us, no score. Chiefs got 2 on in the top of the first. Couldn't capitalize. Throw back to first. Broughton back. Got his jersey dirty. He's officially in the game now. Connor Scheidt waits on deck for the Hoppers. This one a swing and a miss as they get Bello chase that one out of the strike zone. There's 2 away now. So Scheidt will have his opportunity. Connor playing first base tonight. Batting .211 on the season. He's had some good games. Left-handed batter. Connor's 5'11", 230 out of McCordsville, Indiana. Plays for Indiana Southeast. He has hit 3 homers this year, and a couple of them may still be circulating in the atmosphere because they got out of here and they were about halfway up the trees in the left center gap. He's a left-handed batter. He went opposite field. They threw over to first. Ball got away from the first baseman just a little bit. Not far enough for Broughton to go anywhere. There's a swing and a miss as Scheidt can't catch up. 0-1 the count. Full night on the schedule for the OVL tonight. We'll go over those again. Maybe get you some scores here in a little bit. That one's fouled off the end of the bat, right in front of home plate. So Connor Scheidt is now in the hole 0-2. Checking the baseball. Adcock doesn't have a lot of innings thrown this year, but he is 1-0, has a 1.17 ERA. Ruiz, his battery mate tonight behind the plate. Here's the pitch. Just misses on the outside as he tried to get Scheidt to chase. But Connor said, no thank you, I'll take another. Broughton at first base. Pretty good lead over there. He's already drawn a couple of throws. He won't go. Pitch here swung on and missed. And Scheidt goes down on strikes here for the third out. So we've played one as we check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. No score after one inning, Hoppers and Chiefs. Second inning coming up next. Stay with us.
If you're like me, you're probably ready to unplug for a bit, right? If you're heading out on the road this summer, Penny Rail Electric has a few safety tips to keep in mind. Invest in motion-sensing outdoor lighting and programmable timers for the interior lighting of your home. Unplug unnecessary appliances and electronics. And when you check into your destination, look for overloaded outlets or the scent of overheated wires. If you find something, say something. Penny Rail Electric, wishing you an amazing and safe summer season.
Excuse me, it's 99 cents. Can we have a word?
Well, I do have a quick moment.
Is it true you're performing in our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops for 99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
Any size? Anytime?
Any size, anytime.
99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
So we'll go to the top of the second inning as both teams come up empty in their first at bat tonight. The Chiefs will send up their 6, 7, and 8 batters in the lineup. Kobe Watson, Javen Gauthier, and Joey Ruiz. Chiefs had runners on second and third, and Cody Jones was able to strike out Braden Baker for the third out back in the top of the first. So Jones going back to work here in the second. He'll take on Kobe Watson first, and Kobe, first baseman tonight, batting .202 on the season. Defense for the Hoppers tonight at third. It's Miles Denton. Cole Reynolds is at short. Zach Hampton's our second baseman. Connor Scheidt at first. Evan Cardwell's catching. We'll get the outfield here in just a minute. First pitch, a little high. Misses for ball one. Outfield tonight, Don Bello in left. Chance Sweeney in center. And Owen Hutchison. Hutch the clutch. He'll be in right field tonight. Grady Broughton is our DH. Here's one swung on and fouled into the net. 1-1 the count now on Kobe Watson. You may hear the voice of Jeff Bidwell. He's here tonight on the Paducah broadcast. Low in the dirt, 2-1 the count now to Watson. Hopper's upcoming schedule. Tomorrow night, Fulton's here for a 6 o'clock game. Jeff will have that game for you at 5:45 right here on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Misses high here, 3-1. Then on Monday, Henderson is here. They'll take on the Hoppers at 6:30. I'll have that game for you. July 8th on Tuesday is an off day for the league. And then Madisonville comes to Hoptown on Wednesday at 6:30. And ball 4 now to Watson as Jones has walked his third batter already here, and we're only in the second inning. Coming into this one, he struck out 24, walked 19. He has 2 strikeouts and 3 walks so far in this one. Javan Gauthier, left-handed batter for Paducah, batting .206. Maybe you see in a bunt here, we'll see. Not much of a lead at first base. Here's the pitch. This one's popped up and out of play.
And love to have those foul balls brought back to the merchandise table. We'll give you 100 here, Giles, local ball for your efforts. And don't forget to flag down those hoppers and interns. Get your split the pot tickets. The more tickets you buy, the more you can win.
Watson at first base for Paducah. Joey Ruiz waits on deck. Count here 0-1 on Gauthier. He'll take one high and outside there. Paducah really ran wild on Hoptown the last time that I was here to see the game. They beat Hoptown 6-1 in their last meeting last Saturday night over in Paducah. This one just gets away from Jones again, 2-1 now. Cody just struggling to find the strike zone right now. Cardwell did a nice job keeping the ball from getting to the backstop there. Right now, needs a strike. 2-1 the count. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. Right at the knees, and it's 2-2. A nice pitch there. Jones kind of fooled him a little bit. Hopper's defense back in normal depth. Hoping for a ground ball double play opportunity here. Not much of a lead over at first base for Watson. And hit him. So Gauthier is on with a hit by a pitch. And once again, the Chiefs have runners, 2 runners on here. No out this time in the top of the second. Joey Ruiz will bat. He's the catcher. Ruiz batting .294 on the season. Batting in the 8-hole. Let's see what he does here. Maybe a chance to get a bunt down. Hoptown first base, Scheidt creeping in onto the grass. Nobody moving at third, though. And he misses high. Jones really struggling with his accuracy at the moment. He's walked 3 and hit a batter. We're in the second inning. Checks the runner. Runner bluffs. Now he'll go to the plate. And he gets one in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. No score in any of the games that are underway tonight in the OVL. Not yet. Misses up in the eyes there, and it's 2-1 on Ruiz. Henderson's at Fulton tonight. And full count is at home tonight with Madisonville. That game's set for a 7:05 start, so they haven't got started yet. 2-1 now on Ruiz. 8 batter in the lineup. Takes a strike, and it's 2-2. How about a grounder to third right here to Miles Denton, a little tag base across the field for a double play. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Maybe a 6-4-3. Take anything we can get. 2-2 the count. And he gets a little flare, hit into right field. It's going to come in and sink in for a base hit. It's cut off there, and they're going to get it in quickly on the infield as Hutchison comes in. That was just a little flare that got over Zach Hampton's head for a base hit. First hit of the ball game for either team. But it loads the bases now for the Chiefs with no out here in the second. And Nate Lang, the 9 batter in the lineup.
Fielder, number 20, Nate Lang.
Lang batting 125 on the season, but a chance here to get some RBIs. Put the Chiefs ahead. Jones has gotten himself into this jam with a walk and a hit batter, and then a pretty good pitch, though, that Ruiz was just able to get muscled out over into shallow right for a base hit. There's a strike. He blew that one past Lang. At the top of the lineup, waits. See if Cody can get us out of this one. No score here in the top of the second. Bases loaded for the Chiefs. Third and first in for the Hoppers. Just misses inside there, 1-1. Scheidt in the grass at first base, and Denton has creeped into the grass at third. Second and short. Regular position. And Jones delivers and blows it past him again. 1-2. Nate Lang a chance to put Paducah in front here. So far, Jones gotten 2 past him pretty easy. 1-2 the count. See what Jones does here, whether he just comes on and tries to get him. He does and just misses. Pretty good pitch there right at the knees. And 2-2. Count. Jones wanted it. Mr. Erickson said no, sir. Two the count now. Jones needs a strikeout right here in the worst kind of way. And got it. As Lang caught looking right at the knees on the inside. He didn't like that one, so 1 away now. And that brings up the leadoff man, Gunnar Bingham. He walked, stole a base, ended up at third, and that's where he was stranded back in the first inning. So the leadoff man coming up here for the Chiefs with bases loaded again. Scheidt still at the grass, as is Denton over at third base. Now they'll bring the whole infield in for the Hoppers. And a strike right down the middle there. I'm not sure what Bingham was expecting, but it wasn't that. And it's 1-1. Or 1-0, I'm sorry, 0-1. 0-1. Hoppers infield in. And the outfield is shallow, trying to cut off that run. Bingham the batter. Curveball misses outside. 1-1. Gunnar batting .214 on the year, but he's at the leadoff spot for a reason. Left-handed batter. Chiefs have a lot of lefties in this lineup. Throws it inside, gets away from the catcher, and the runner will come in and score. And so Kobe Watson makes it 1-0 on the wild pitch. And Gauthier and Ruiz both move up a base. Not sure how Bingham got out of the way of that one. Makes it 1-0 though, as the Chiefs take the lead on the wild pitch. 2-1 on Bingham. Leaves first base open now as runners are on second and third. They moved up on the wild pitch as well. Now the Hoppers move everybody back in the regular position here. Misses in outside there, and it's 3-1. So Jones back in trouble again here with Gunnar Bingham. Denton playing way off the line over at third. This one's popped up. It's in the infield. Let's see if it's playable. Coming back on it, making the play. Oh, nice, beautiful play by Evan Cardwell right against the net. Just a really good play by Evan Cardwell, and there's 2 away. I didn't really expect him to have a chance at that. He was right against the wall. I thought the ball might get into the net. But Evan Cardwell with a fantastic play. We'll put a star by that one. And there's 2 out. And that brings up Noah Waxter. Struck out looking his last time up. Waxter batting .274, though. Not a guy you want to play around with here. Jones can get out of this with only one run. That would have to be a positive. Misses outside, ball one here. TK Madera waits on deck, and that guy is dangerous to hoppers. Jones eyes it. Misses outside, ball two. 2-0 the count. Hoppers 10-17 on the year. 5th place in the OVL. Chiefs have won 9 in a row. And another ball there. 3-0 now to Waxter. It's almost like Jones wants that call, and he's going to keep going until he gets it. And Mr. Erickson is saying, I'm not going to give it to you. 3-0 the count because all three of these pitches pretty much the same spot. Does have a base open at first, but you have a dangerous man in TK Madera coming up next. There's a strike on the inside corner. Beautiful pitch there by Jones. It's 3-1. Chiefs at one time had lost 7 games in a row and looked like they were not going to have much to say about this league this year, but they turned it around. That one's high up at the letters, so another walk issued. And so Waxter will take first base, and the bases are loaded again for TK Madera. He is their best hitter for sure. They're at .333 on the season. Really good center fielder as well. He's one of the top players in the league. Does have a home run on the season. So he is capable of really blowing this thing open. Pitch is in there for a strike right at the letters. Hoppers have everybody back in their normal position. Nobody holding anybody on. No point. 0-1 the count. Jones trying to get out of it. Misses inside. Nearly hits him. 1-1 the count now on Madera. Chiefs defeated Henderson last night 4-2, and that game was to decide who was in second place. So they've overcome Fulton and Henderson in the last week and are now in second place by themselves here in the OVL. Fulton will be here tomorrow night. Henderson will be here Monday. Here's one hit into left field, battling the sun again. Don Bello going over toward the third base line. He'll make the play. So Jones gets out of it, only allows one. As we check our Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. Chiefs get one run on one hit. There were no errors. 3 men left on. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Chiefs over the Hoppers. You're listening to Hoptown Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, J. Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, and online at 953thefarm.com.
Hoptown will send Miles Denton, Owen Hutchison, and Chance Sweeney to the plate here in the bottom of the second inning. So far, Cody Jones has gotten away with some wildness Only given up one hit, but has walked 4. Hit a batter. But only allowed 1 run so far to this point. So Hoppers trying to get back this run they just gave up. Denton coming into this one batting .244. Miles is a 6-foot, 190-pounder out of Brentwood, Tennessee. Plays for Rowan State Community College. Miles can hit the ball pretty hard. His first game here, he hit a couple of ropes down the third base line. He is capable of putting one out of here. Right-handed batter. He's facing Adcock. This one, first pitch, chopped foul at the plate. Javin Gauthier, third baseman for the Chiefs. He may want to be ready. This one just nearly hits Denton in the helmet, but he gets out of the way there. 1-1 the count. Misses inside there. 2-1 the count now. Still no score between Henderson and Fulton. And looks like full count and Madisonville just about ready to start. This one's chopped down, just foul, just on the other side of the bag down at third base. And it's 2-2 now on Denton. Denton really turns on him when he can, and most of his ground outs do come on that left side. I'm sure that he has been scouted by now by all the teams in the league. This one's chopped right at the plate. It'll go foul. So he hangs in there. Adcock hit Grady Broughton in the first inning. Struck out 2, though, to get out of it. So he has not had the problems that Cody Jones has had. But he does work a little slower than most of the pitchers that we've seen in the league this year. Comes a little bit of a drop-down sidearm look that time. Misses inside, 3-2. Owen Hutchison waits on deck for the Hoppers. No out here in the bottom of the second. They trail 1-0 to the Chiefs. That one's high and outside, and Denton draws a walk. So the Hoppers have a leadoff man on here in the bottom of the second with Hutch the clutch. Coming up for Hoptown. Playing right field tonight. We've seen him at several different places. He's usually in left, but he's batting .216 on the season. He's had a couple of big hits for the Hoppers this year. This one misses inside. Adcock gets it up there pretty good. Denton has a average lead over at first base. Gonna have to do better than that if he's gonna try to take one. This one's hit back up the middle. Sounds like a broken bat. They're gonna roll that one. There's one at second, and it won't get Hutchison as he beats it out down at first base, and it was probably because the ball was hit softly as Wagster to Baker, and they get Denton at second on the fielder's choice. There's one away now. So Chance Sweeney will bat for the Hoppers. Sweeney playing center field, batting .211 on the year. His first appearance at the plate tonight. Hutchison just switches places down at first base. Here's a bunt attempt. Popped it up in the air, but it'll get down foul down the third base line. Sweeney trying to catch Gauthier napping down there. Hoptown trying to move the defense a little bit, get something going here in the second. Hopper crowd ready to have something to cheer about. Throw over to first, but Hutchinson's back. Chiefs lead 1-0. We're in the bottom of the second. Sweeney, the batter for the Hoppers. Taps one back to the pitcher. Adcock looks at second. He'll go down to first. for a 1-3 there for the second out. Hutchison will move down to second for the Hoppers, so Hoptown with a runner in scoring position. Sweeney just a soft tapper, and Adcock has made 2 plays on his own tonight. Here's Zach Hampton. Hampton's batting .231 on the season. Hampton, 6'1", 180-pounder out of Corpus Christi, Texas, playing for the University of Mary Hardin and Baylor. In the lineup tonight, takes a strike. Evan Cardwell, who made a really nice play a minute ago on defense for the Hoppers, waits on deck, hoping to get a shot here in the second. Hoptown trails 1-0. Hampton behind in the count 0-1. This one in the dirt. Nice block there by Ruiz. Probably saved a runner from moving over to third. Adcock's pitch in the dirt there. So 1-1 now. Nobody holding Hutchison on. He's got a good lead out at second. Pitch to the plate. Right down the middle for a strike. 1-2. Crowd here is warm to say the least. There's a lot of fans in the audience tonight. This one bounces at the plate. Hutchison will take off. He'll try to get to third, but they'll throw him out easily. So Hutchison caught stealing. Easily thrown out over there, and that's the third out of the inning. So as we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, the Hoppers get no runs. There were no hits, nobody left on. We played 2 innings. Paducah leads the Hoppers 1-0. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Dr. Mackenzie Denton has joined Jenny Stewart Family Health, passionate about health promotion and preventative care within the pediatric, adult, and geriatric population. Dr. Denton plans to provide her patients with high-quality care. Visit jennystewarthealth.org or call 270-887-6565 to schedule an appointment.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores with their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Top of the third here at Christian County High School's Colonel Field. It's Paducah leading Hoptown 1-0. Cody Jones struggling with his command so far in this one. He walked 2 batters in the first inning, got away with it. Last inning, walked 2, hit a batter, gave up a single. Chiefs left runners with on every base, left them loaded last inning. So Hoptown dodged a bullet there, but they trail 1-0. And Easton Denning will lead off the inning for the Chiefs. Braden Baker will bat second. He'll be followed by Kobe Watson. Denning flew out to left field his last time up on a nice play out there by Dom Bello as he battled the sun. And the sun is really becoming an issue at this point in the ball game. It's starting to set over there, and it comes right into the eyes of the shortstop, third baseman, and left fielder. This one's swung on and a foul tipped into the mitt. Jones tries to battle back here in the third inning. He's already thrown a lot of pitches. We'll have to check his pitch count for you here in just a minute. This one's popped up into the net. And quickly 0-2 on Denning. See if we can find a pitch count. Jones has already thrown 54 pitches. We're only in the top of the third. Comes back with a curveball here, though, and gets Denning swinging. So a strikeout there. The fourth strikeout of the night for Cody Jones. As Denning goes down, there's one away, and Braden Baker will bat. He struck out looking his last time up. Didn't like it. It was on the outside corner. Mr. Erickson liked it. Rung him up. Baker batting .244 on the season. And this one not even close to the strike zone, and it's 1-0. Evan Cardwell working hard behind the plate tonight for the Hoppers. Another one high. 2-0. In case you're wondering about the WHOP sports schedule, tomorrow, Cardinal baseball, 4:15. It's game 3 of the series between the Cardinals and the Cubs. It'll be on News Radio 99.3 FM, 12:30 a.m. WHOP. There's another ball there to Baker, and it's 3-0 now. And, of course, we'll have Hoppers baseball tomorrow night, 5:45, when Fulton comes to town. That'll be on right here, 95.3 The Farm and 95.3thefarm.com. Here's a strike. Pulled the string a little bit on that one. It's 3-1 now on Baker. And blows this one past him. So 3-2 now. Baker, Murray State, out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And he takes a strike there. Just a beautiful pitch by Cody Jones as he comes back from 3-0. Beautiful curveball there on the outside corner, and there's 2 away now. And Kobe Watson. Baker knew it as soon as he saw it. Watson walked and ended up scoring. He's the only man to touch home plate tonight. That was back in the second inning. Jones, a little bit better this inning so far. Misses high there, though, 1-0. Made a really nice pitch there to Baker a minute ago to get the strikeout. He's got 5 Ks on the night now. 5 Ks, 4 walks. Big right-hander, though. Lets one go there. Cardwell can't get up in time, and it gets to the backstop. 2-0. It's really hot and humid here tonight, and I have to wonder, Cody keeps going to the rosin bag back there. Just the sweat. Comes back with a curveball there and really locked up Watson. Broke right back over the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Beautiful pitch again by Jones. No air stirring here at the ballpark at the moment. Just really hot and humid. There's a swing and a miss there. Get a little breeze from that one. Two now on Watson as Jones tries to strike out the side here in the third. Hopper's looking for a little momentum here. And the pitch on the way. Watson thought it was a strike. He had actually thrown the bat to the dugout and was taking off his elbow pad. Instead, it's 3-2. Full count on Watson. That was a really nice pitch. Not sure where he missed. Misses there in the dirt. And another walk. And Watson on for the second time with bases on balls. So, Javin Gauthier.
Number 5, the third baseman, Jake Gauthier.
Gauthier was hit by a pitch his last time up. Watson walks down to first base, gets a pretty good lead over there. He'll be held on by Scheit. Jones takes a glance, delivers to the plate, misses high, right at the hands. 1-0. Gauthier was stranded at third back in the second. Trying to get something going here with 2 out. There's one right underneath the hands there, in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Not much you're going to do with that pitch, even if you hit it. Broken bat. Joey Ruiz is on deck for the Chiefs, hoping to get his chance. He has the only hit of the ball game. This one's chopped foul. And Jones ahead now 1-2. Chiefs looking for win 10 in a row. They are the hottest team in the league right now. Chasing full count rhythm, though. There's four games back out of first place. Strike, nope, just missed. That's why I'm not the umpire. And we're now 2-2 on the count. And we check it, runner. Nobody going. This one's fouled off over to the left side. Gauthier stays up, 2-2. Pretty good crowd for a Saturday night, especially when you have fireworks going on at the up. Hit him again. It's Gauthier hitting the shoulder. So for the second time in a row, and now runners on first and second for the Chiefs. So third time this ball game, the Chiefs have runners in scoring position.
Number 8, Joey Ruiz.
Ruiz has a single. He check swing. Little flare out into right field his last time up. So far, though, Cody Jones struggling with 5 walks and 2 hit batters. We're in the third inning. Hoptown does have someone up warming up in the bullpen, but I can't get a number on it. Misses high there, 1-0. Ruiz, the 8th man in the lineup for the Chiefs. When Hoptown comes back up, they'll go 8-9-1. They haven't been through the lineup yet. Chiefs about ready to go through for the third time. Jones checks his runner at second. Now he'll deliver, misses high. 2-0. Hoppers didn't have much to cheer about last night. So far in this one, it's been kind of a game dominated by the Chiefs, even though the score's only 1-0. 8 base runners already. So far in this ball game, one's crossed the plate. Misses outside, not close, 3-0. Hopper sent Aiden Butts down to work to warm up last night. He did not come in the ball game. There's another one just inside and another walk. That's the 6th walk of the ball game already now for Jones. And bases loaded for the Chiefs here. And Nate Lang comes up. Struck out looking his last time up. He's the 9 man in the lineup. And here comes Chris Benny again. See what he's going to do here. I didn't see him signal to the bullpen, so he may just going to have another talk with his pitcher.
Mention our Hopper sponsors for the season: All Cleaning Services, Sunflower Photography, The Little Bigs Boutique, Planters Bank, Hopper's Electric System, Jersey Mike's, White's Auto Mall. Jones Brothers for sponsoring tonight's ball game. Thank you.
No score between Henderson and Fulton. Well, now we just had one. Fulton just scored on Henderson, so Fulton leads Henderson 1-0. Madisonville leads full count already, 2-0 down in Hendersonville. Madisonville got a big win last night.
Stepping to the plate for the Chiefs will be left fielder number 20, Nate.
Jones will stay in the ball game as Benny goes back to the dugout. That's his second visit with him already this ball game. Got one last inning. So we'll see if Jones can get out of the jam here. Bases loaded, 2 out. He got the first 2 batters out on strikes. Lang swings at that one. It was out of the strike zone. Chased it up high, and it's 0-1. Hopper's defense is at normal position. This one in the dirt. Cardwell makes a block on it. 1-1. Little backhander there. Need to get this man right here. We don't want to go back to the top of the lineup, and there's no place to put him. Bases loaded here with 2 out. Misses again. 2-1. If Bingham bats this, it'll be the 3rd time he's already been to the plate in this ball game. 2-1 the count now on Lang. Jones needs to get him here. Misses again. 3-1 now. Jones really struggling tonight. I would imagine that the Chiefs are getting that sign of take. It's going to have to be pretty good before they swing at it now. But he swings at this one, fouls it into the net, and we have a full count. Two out, bases loaded. You'll see the runners taking off here on this pitch. And we'll see what happens. As Jones trying to get out of it again. He got out of a jam in the first. He got out of a jam in the second, only giving up 1. And here we are. Bases loaded with 2 out. Bases loaded here. Full count on Nate Lang. Jones eyes the pitch. Here the runners go, and he fouls it off. Lang gets just a piece of it. As we said coming in, Chiefs have won 9 games in a row. They're the hottest team in the league. They're chasing full count for first place in the standings. Full count 19-7. Runners going. Misses low and outside, and that's another run for the Chiefs and the 7th walk of the ball game. So Gauthier goes to third. Ruiz makes his way down to second. Lang now at first base. And that brings up Gunnar Bingham for the 3rd time tonight. Bingham walked his first time up, and then a nice play by Cardwell against the backstop on a pop-out in the second. Cody struck out his first 2 batters, and now it's 3 walks and a hit batter, and it's bases loaded here with 2 out. Hopper's now trailing 2-0. A strike there to Bingham. Hoptown's center fielder in shallow. The infield at regular depth. This one ripped down first base, just foul. That would have scored a couple. But instead, just a long strike. Bingham 0-2 in the count now. Jones looks in. Nobody going on there. Popped up and out of play. Bingham from Mississippi State. Out of Eddyville. Played for Lyon County. This one chopped down to first. Scheidt goes back and makes the play. You're going to have to flip it over to Jones, and they make the play. A good job that time by Scheidt. Makes a nice play, good toss. Jones over to make the play. So we check our Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. Chiefs get one on 4 walks and a hit batter. They leave the bases loaded again, and we've played 2.5. It's the Chiefs 2 and the Hoppers nothing. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz.
Hi, this is Connor Scheidt from IU Southeast. I'm excited to be in Hopkinsville as a member of the 2025 Hoptown Hoppers. Join me in thanking our season sponsors: Olivet Baptist Church, Charles Henderson State Farm Insurance, Jersey Mike's, Planners Bank, Pennyrile Electric, and Higgins Insurance. Go Hoppers!
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
The Hoppers will send up Zach Hampton, who was up to bat last inning when Owen Hutchison was caught stealing at third base. So he'll lead off from the 8th spot. Evan Cardwell will follow him at 9, and then back to the top of the lineup with Cole Reynolds. Here in the 3rd, they trail Paducah 2-0. The Chiefs have 1 hit on the night, but Cody Jones has walked 7 and hit 2 batters. Chiefs have left bases loaded both in the 2nd and the 3rd inning, left 2 men on in the 1st. Normally that will come back to haunt you. So we'll see what happens for the Hoppers. They haven't been able to get much going offensively, though. Grady Broughton was hit by a pitch. Miles Denton walked, and then Owen Hutchison hit into a fielder's choice, but not much base runners tonight for the Hoppers so far. Here's the first pitch, hit down to shortstop. And a throw across the field as Braden Baker makes the play. And there's 1 away on the first pitch. So Cardwell will bat. Hoptown doesn't waste any time. First pitch, they do that. Cole Reynolds did it back in the 1st inning on the first pitch. Two nothing the score here in the bottom of the 3rd. Chiefs lead the Hoppers. The Chiefs go for their 10th straight win. Cardwell hitting 152, and from the right side of the plate, catcher made a nice defensive play earlier in the ball game. He rips this one right at shortstop, though. Backhanded, long throw across the field, and they'll get him easily. Really nice play by Braden Baker that time on the backhand. It's short, and there's 2 away for the Hoppers quickly here in the 3rd. Niall Adcock rolling right along for the Chiefs. Cole Reynolds will bat, 2nd time up. Grounded out to Adcock back in the 1st on the very first pitch of the ball game. First pitch he saw. Right-handed batter. Cole's out of Somerset, Kentucky. He was a Briar jumper. Sophomore, Indiana University Southeast. There's a ball right there. And a strike there. So 1-1 to count now on the Hoppers' leadoff man. Batting .231 on the season. Adcock finds the outside corner there, and it's 1-2 now. I think Hoptown's going to make a pitching change. It looks like someone's coming out of the bullpen down there. So with the inning change, there's, oh boy, I tell you, that was so good that Reynolds thought it was a strike, but it's not, and it's 2-2. Can't see the number, but it looks like Hoptown will have a pitching change in the next half inning. Swing and a miss here, and Reynolds goes down, and the Hoppers go down 1-2-3 here in the third as we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. After 3, it's Chiefs 2 and the Hoppers nothing. Back with more baseball after this.
Join All Clean Services and the Hoptown Hoppers on Friday, July 11th for the annual Jersey Off Their Back auction benefiting the Rotary Playground Project. These special game jerseys will be worn one night only and auctioned off during game hours, with all proceeds helping create a safe, inclusive playground for children of all abilities. Bidding starts at $50. Visit the All Clean Services tent or call in your bid to 270-305-4350 from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Let's make a difference. Bid high, give big, and help build a playground where every child belongs.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Cody Jones's night is done for the Hoppers. He went 3 innings, struck out 5, walked 7, hit 2 batters, only allowed 1 hit, 2 earned runs on the night. He trails 2-0. And the Hoppers are going to go with Wyatt Jenkins, right-handed pitcher, 5'11", 180 out of Benton, Kentucky. Freshman at Frontier Community College. Jenkins with an ERA so far this season of 10.5. He hadn't pitched a lot. So a good chance here for him to get 3 or 4 innings in. See if he can keep the Hoppers in it. Meanwhile, the Chiefs will send up Noah Waxter, TK Madera, and Easton Denning. Each one of them have already batted twice this game already. Waxter will lead off. He struck out looking his first time up, then walked. Right-handed batter.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for the Paducah Chiefs. Second base number 6, Noah Waxter.
See if I find some information out on Waxter. I don't see anything here. Here's one popped foul. He wasn't on their original roster. Not sure where he plays his college ball, but he's behind in the count 0-1 here. Jenkins pitching for Hoptown. Takes a little off of that one in the dirt, 1-1. Jenkins doesn't throw as hard as Jones. But he works a little bit faster. And the pitch here, little curveball in the dirt, 2-1. So far tonight, only 1 hit, and it belongs to Paducah. In the dirt, 3-1. This one's hit down to shortstop, and it'll be fielded there, thrown across the diamond, and a nice play that time by Hoptown shortstop Cole Reynolds. And there's one away. Last night, a couple of bad hops out there at shortstop, but this time Reynolds feels it, makes a nice throw. And Waxter is taken care of here to lead off the 4th. So TK Madera will bat, batting .333, top batter for the Braves this season. Walked and flew out to left tonight. Thought about a bunt. We're going to try to catch Denton napping down there at third base. Takes a strike as he pulls back the bat. Just something to think about. Denton way off the line. Here's a swing and a miss on a nice changeup that time. Jenkins pulls the string on that one. And it's 0-2. Clouds have moved in, kind of got hazy here. Still no air moving though. It's still pretty hot and humid at the ballpark. This one's hit big hop at plate, right to second base. Fielded there by Hampton, and he'll throw Madera out at first base, and there's 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Defense looking sharp so far this inning for the Hoppers. Denning will bat. Flew out to left, struck out. His first 2 at bats this ball game. Left-handed batter. We told you he's a DH tonight, batting .318, so he's one of the top batters average-wise for the Chiefs. So he's due. That one misses, ball 1. In case you just joined us, 2-0 Paducah. They scored 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Not on hits. It's been on walks and hit batters. That one's high for ball 2. Cody Jones, the Hoptown starter, walked 7 batters, hit 2. Paducah left bases loaded in the third and the second, left 2 men on in the first. So Hoptown really fortunate not to be down more than they are. Jenkins finds the outside corner there, and it's 2-1. As we said, Jenkins with Frontier College. He's out of Marshall County. There's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 2-2. Former Marshall County, of course, has a history of really good baseball. As he comes back here trying to get Denny. 2-2 the count. 2 out here in the 4th. Pitch on the way. Hit into left field. It's sinking quick, but coming over to get it is Dom Bello. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Wyatt Jenkins and the Chiefs. As we check our Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard, we played 3.5. It's the Chiefs 2, the Hoppers nothing. Back with more baseball after this.
Excuse me, it's 99 cents. Can we have a word?
Well, I do have a quick moment.
Is it true you're performing in our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops for 99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
Any size, anytime?
Any size, anytime.
99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop.
This 4th of July, celebrate independence from sleepless nights at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. Right now, save $500 on Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses, including Pro Breeze, Lux Breeze, and Active Breeze models, designed to keep you cool all night long. Get up to $200 off select Sealy mattresses, and Serta has savings on their Perfect Sleeper collection, up to $425 off. It's time to sleep cooler, deeper, and better. But hurry, these savings end soon.
Always the best.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Back here at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth, Joe Wilson with you tonight, and we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Chiefs lead it 2-0 over the Hoppers, but Hoptown will send up Grady Broughton, Dom Bello, and Connor Scheidt, 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. Broughton was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Made a couple of nice plays last night in the ball game. Had a good offensive ball game last night for the Hoppers. Scored their only run. Well, I take it back. Scored one of the 2 runs. They scored one late, so they ended up getting beat 17-2 last night by a full count. Broken bat, back up towards second base. Going to be a tough play, and they're going to get him, but just barely. As Noah Waxter makes the play on a broken bat. That one splintered pretty good. There's one away on the very first pitch. It's for the third time in 4 innings. The Hoppers swing at the first pitch and are retired. Don Bello bats here. Struck out back in the first inning. Been hot here at the plate, so he's due for one tonight. Fouls this one off his ankle. That doesn't feel very good. Some scores tonight from the OVL. 249 the attendance tonight. 249 here at the ballpark. So a nice attendance tonight for this July 5th ball game. Fulton leads Henderson 1-0. Nope, now Henderson has just taken a 2-1 lead on Fulton. Bello now 1-1 the count. And Madisonville leads full count 3-0. Madisonville got a big win last night and leading over full count tonight. There's one called for a strike, and it's 1-2 now on Bello. Hoppers need to get something going here. That was a miss, and it's 2-2. Didn't have much offense last night, and not much to speak of so far in this one. This game crawling along here in the 4th inning. Here's one hit down toward third. Gauthier can't handle it. And ball just ate him up down there at the third base. So an error on Gauthier allows Bello to reach. And Bello on for the first time tonight. That ball should have been caught. I don't know. He was waiting on it. It just kind of took a funky hop on him there at the end. And an error down there on Gauthier. So Scheit will bat now with a runner on first. And maybe things are starting to turn around here for the Hoppers. A little bit of little momentum going here. Good lead over at first base by Bello. Adcock checks the runner, now throws home. One's hit toward the hole at short. Over to get it. They go to second, and they'll get Bello back to first, and Scheit beats it out. Baker goes to Wagster for the fielder's choice. And that is out number 2. Here in the 4th for the Hoppers. Miles Denton will bat now. He was a base runner back in the 2nd as he led off the inning with a walk, but he was out on a fielder's choice. He was erased. Adcock so far cruising along. Here's a ball hit into the gap, though, as Denton gets one down in the left center gap, moving around to second. Scheit will stop at third. Denton with a stand-up double with 2 outs. And that's your first hit of the night for the Hoppers as Miles Denton turned on one on the first pitch and just drove it right into the left center field gap. And the Hoppers have 2 runners in scoring position now with 2 out, and Hutch the clutch, Owen Hutchison. This is where he likes to be in situations just like this. Denton really turned on that one. And now the Hoppers have a chance here. Base hit could tie the ball game up. Left-handed batter Hutchison. He goes against Adcock. First hit he's given up of the night. Misses low, ball 1. So the Hoppers trying to get a run across here. They trail 2-0. We're in the 4th. Chiefs have squandered some golden opportunities. Well, this one could have been a lot worse. Just misses outside, and it's 2-0. Chance Sweeney on deck for the Hoppers, hoping to get a chance here in this inning. 2-0 the count. This one's hit off the end of the bat, foul, over into the Chiefs' dugout on the bounce. 2-1. He was way behind on that one. Going to have to do something here, make an adjustment. Like to see something hit on the right side, maybe get both runs in. But at this point, we'll take whatever we can get. Strike on the outside corner. Nice job of framing there by Ruiz, and it's 2-2. Hutchison chokes up on the bat, trying to put one in play here. Adcock looks at the runner at third. And he'll deliver to the plate. Swing and a miss in the dirt, and they'll tag out Owen at the plate here. So Hutchison strikes out, leaves the runners in scoring position. And as we check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, the Hoppers get no runs. They had one hit, 2 men left on. We've played 4 innings. It's Paducah 2, Hoptown nothing. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
At Penny Ryle Electric, empowering you is at the center of all we do. Penny Ryle Electric's mission is not just to provide reliable service at competitive rates. It's also finding innovative ways to keep our members and employees safe, promote economic development, create a well-trained workforce, and to educate you to help you save on utility costs. Penny Ryle Electric, enhancing your quality of life since 1937.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, J. Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
We go to the top of the 5th here at Colonel Field at Christian County High School. Joe Wilson with you tonight in the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. And the Hoppers trailing 2-0 to the Chiefs. Wyatt Jenkins in relief. This will be his second inning pitched. Relief for Cody Jones. Jones went 3 innings, walked 7, hit 2, and gave up 2 runs, and that's where we are. The Hoppers have not been able to do much with Niall Adcock, the Chiefs starting pitcher. He came in tonight with a 1.17 ERA, and he has shown why. So Jenkins will go against Braden Baker here to start the 5th. He'll be followed by Kobe Watson and Javan Gauthier. Misses with the ball high here. Misses high again. It's 2-0. Jenkins is not a fast worker either. Neither was Jones. Some of our pitchers really do work quickly. And it hit him. No, they're going to say it hit the bat first. Yep. So Baker thought he was getting on, but instead it hit the umpire said it hit the bat first. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And Braden Baker. And this one's down low. He went after it and golfed it out. Foul ball over in the dirt, over in the rocks, over on the right side. 2-2. He had to go down low for that one. Get the 9-iron out. Baker struck out twice tonight. He's trying to get off of that. Here's the pitch. Looked pretty good. They're going to say low. 3-2. Full count now on Braden Baker. Kobe Watson waits on deck. Baker, one of the few who have not walked tonight for the Chiefs. Just about everybody in the lineup has reached on a walk. Here's a ball hit into right center, going back on it, deep back there, and finally making the catch is Owen Hutchison, as he had to go way back on that, as Baker gave that one a ride. There's one away, though. Down the lines here. Not too deep, but when you get out there into center field, into the gaps, it's a pretty good ride here at Christian County's field. Hutchison had to go way over towards center field to make that play. Good play there. Here's the ball, first pitch swinging, down to second, bad hop. And it bounces off of Hampton into right field. They're going to give it a hit. off of the bad hop. Ball was hit right at Hampton, and just right before it got to him, took a hop and got him off the shoulder there into right field. So a base hit for Kobe Watson. There's one out here with a man on, and that'll bring up Gauthier, who's been hit twice tonight. Jenkins works this time, pops up toward the first base side. Scheidt going over for it, but he runs out of room. Also running over there, Hampton, as they both got to the fence and ran out of room, so a long strike. Everybody goes back to their positions. And we saw this last night for the Hoppers. A couple of balls hit the shortstop at the last minute. Ball comes up and ate up the shortstop, and that one the same thing. Hampton, it just stayed on the ground until it got to him and then took a wild hop at the end off his shoulder into outfield. Jenkins misses outside there, 1-1. Not much of a lead over there for Watson as Scheidt holds him on. Pretty good hole between first and second. This one's hit on the left side. Denton giving chase for it, and it's going to fall helplessly into the outfield grass over in the foul territory. Denton plays way off the line, and Bello playing off the line in left field against the left-handed batter. That one was about 20 feet out foul territory. But a nice job, nice hustle that time by Denton and Bello as they gave chase. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gauthier. Man on first with 1 out. Jenkins on the mound for the Hoppers. This one hit into center field. Sweeney goes back on it, and he'll make the play easily, and there's 2 away. So nice job that time as Sweeney played that one just right. And so Joey Ruiz will bat. He's got a single back in the second, walked in the third. The Hoppers trying to get out of the 5th inning here with no damage. They trail 2-0. Kobe Watson down at first base after a single. Jenkins pitching for the Hoppers here. Misses inside. 1-0. Ruiz is the 8th man in the lineup for the Chiefs. Chiefs have been scoring a lot of runs here lately. Not lost since June 23rd when Full Count beat them 6-1. Here's one popped up. And coming in toward his right fielder, but second baseman Zach Hampton's going to take care of it, and there's 3 away. So Jenkins works well for the Hoppers here as we check our Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. There was no runs. 1 hit for the Chiefs, no errors, 1 man left on. We've played 4.5, and the Chiefs lead the Hoppers 2-0. Back with more after this.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if Auto Owners makes sense for you. This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Hoptown will get their 5th chance at the plate here in this one tonight as we go to the bottom of the 5th. They trail the Paducah Chiefs 2-0. As Niall Adcock so far tossing a one-hitter through 4. Around the league, Henderson leads Fulton 2-1, and Madisonville on top of full count 4-0. Hoptown will send up Chance Sweeney, Zach Hampton, and Evan Cardwell. So 7, 8, and 9 in the Hoppers lineup this inning. Adcock continues to throw the ball very well. Came into this game 1-0 with a 1.17 ERA.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Hopper, center fielder number 7, Chance.
Sweeney will lead off here. He's batted once tonight, grounded out to the pitcher. On the second pitch he saw. Takes a strike here. That one looked a little high, but I don't call him. Adcock has only thrown 47 pitches to this point. Very effective so far. Misses outside there. 1-1 the count now on Sweeney. The Hoppers need to get something going offensively. They're still in the ballgame, only down 2-0. Here's one lifted into left, going back on it. 3 players converging, and it's going to fall foul. A nice effort by Braden Baker, the shortstop, as he made a diving attempt at it. But Lang and Gauthier also there for the Chiefs. That ball fell about 5 feet foul down the third base line. That would have been a double if he would have got down. So Sweeney now 1-2. He has to come back, catch his breath, and we'll try it again. Sweeney's a 6'2", 180-pounder out of Russellville. He reaches out and taps this one down towards second. Wagster will have it, throw to first, and got him. So Sweeney grounds out there. There's one away. So Zach Hampton will bat now. He grounded out to short on the first pitch he saw back in the third inning. Hampton 6'1", 180 out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Pitching has not been a problem for the Chiefs the last 3 games. Here's a ball just laced into left center, coming in to try to make the play. They catch it off the hop as Lang comes in. And a base hit. Zach Hampton with a base hit here. Nice effort that time by Lang to try to get it, but it's caught off the bounce. And Hampton's on with a 1-out single here in the 5th. And that'll bring up Evan Cardwell, the 9-man in the hole for the Hoppers. Good lead over at first base. Hampton's selling it that he's going anyway. Throwing back to first. He's back in time. I was going to say, pitching's not been a problem for the Chiefs in their last 3 games. They've only given up 2 runs in the last 3, and they're outscoring their opponents 25-2 in those 3 games. Here's one ripped into left. Base hit. Evan Cardwell with a hit, and the Hoppers have 2 straight hits here. And we got runners on first and second now. And to the top of the lineup we go with Cole Reynolds. Struck out his last time up, hit one back to the pitcher his first time up. But the Hoppers look like they may be catching the timing now of Mr. Adcock, as they've had 2 solid hits in a row into left field. And big things happening as the Hopper dugout comes to life. Adcock checks the runner at second. He'll deliver. Ball fouled off the catcher. Reynolds right on that one. First ball he hit took a big hop, and Adcock made a nice play on it. It might have got through for a base hit to start this ball game off had it not been for Adcock's stab. The Hoppers need to get somebody into scoring position here and move these runners around. Sweeney swings and misses here. And he's quickly behind 0-2. Reynolds needs to move these runners around. Cardwell at first. Hampton at second. One away here. Here's the pitch outside. Ball one. Adcock nibbles away. He was trying to get Reynolds to chase that one. First time the Hoppers really have had anything going this whole ball game. And the pitch here. Hit back up the middle, right to second base, and it'll be a double play. And that's how it's been all night long, as Reynolds just smashes one right to Wagster. And a double play as they catch Hampton out at second base on the double play. So as we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, the Hoppers no runs, 2 hits, and no errors, 1 man left on. We've played 5 innings, and Paducah leads it 2-0. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores are their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
Hi, this is Hopper Carson Tucker from Murray, Kentucky. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors, the Hopkinsville YMCA, the City of Hopkinsville, Christian County Government, Sunflower Photography, All Clean Services, and AKS Flooring, and Maddox Fuqua Hinton Funeral Home. Go Hoppers.
You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, and online at 953thefarm.com.
5 innings in the books here at Christian County's Colonel Field, and Paducah leads Hoptown 2-0 here in OVL action tonight. And the Chiefs will send up their 9-1 and 2 hitters here as Wyatt Jenkins will start his 3rd inning of work. Been pretty effective so far for the Hoppers, only allowed 1 base runner. Gave up a hit to Kobe Watson, and it's questionable. That ball kind of took a bad hop on Hampton, and that's been the story of the night. Bad hop to Hampton, and then the Hoppers get a line drive, and the second baseman standing right next to second base catches it for an easy double play in the last inning. And baseball can be a cruel game sometimes, and in that case it was. Nate Lang leads off here. He struck out and walked tonight. Left fielder made a nice play in the field there a minute ago. Really cut a ball off. Could have gotten to the fence for extra bases. Takes a strike there. So he's 0 for 1 tonight. During this win streak, the Chiefs have outscored their opponents 73-19 in the 9 games. There's one that's outside, ball 1. 1-1 the count. As we've said, they haven't lost since June 23rd. They lost a full count, 6-1. Misses low there, 2-1. Had to wait and see. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. Hoppers need a win here tonight. Really need some wins during this home streak that they have here, this home stand, 4 games. As they will have Fulton tomorrow night, Henderson on Monday, off day, Madisonville back here on Wednesday. So really, if you think about it, it's probably 5 games they have in a row. And then they're back again here home on Friday night, next Friday. So really a good chance for the Hoppers to do some damage here with their home games. We go full count now on Lang as Jenkins nibbling away out there. Needs to come get him right here. Struck out looking his first time up. See if we can catch him here. Here's the pitch. On the way. Misses outside and a walk here. 8th walk of the night. First one for Jenkins. So the leadoff man on here in the 6th for Paducah, and that'll bring up Gunnar Bingham. Hopper's center fielder, Sweeney, comes in, plays a little shallow. They're deep in right, shallow in left. Misses inside here. Bingham almost wore that one. So it stays 1-0. Hoptown, for the season, their team batting average, .223. Their team ERA, 3.96. Not a bad ERA. Just can't seem to get the hits when they need it. There's a strike. 1-1. On the flip side of that, Paducah hitting .246 as a team, but their ERA under 3 at 2.99 as a team. Pretty impressive. And it's been good tonight. It's Niles Adcock. This one's hit down towards second. They'll go to second. They'll get one on the fielder's choice. Nice play by Zach Hampton. So he goes to Reynolds, and Nate Lang is cut down at second base on the 4-6 fielder's choice. So Noah Waxter will bat. He struck out looking his first time out, drew a walk, and then grounded out to short back in the 4th. 0 for 2 tonight. But Bingham, a much better threat to steal down at first base. This one's hit into right field. And Owen Hutchison never had to even have to move. And he puts it away. And there's 2 out. 2 out now for the Chiefs. That'll bring up TK Madera with the man on first. Bingham's still there. Madera walked, stole second, back in the first. Stayed there, couldn't get in. Flew out to left field, and then the last time up, back in the 4th, he grounded out to second. Nearly beat out the throw. Ball not hit hard. Jenkins working here with 2 out and the man on first. Runner going. And a throw down to second, and they won't get him. Good throw there by Cardwell. It looked like they had a shot. But he looks like Bingham slid around the tag down there, so a stolen base for him. It's his second one of the night. And a ball to Madera, so he's ahead 1-0 in the count. And the Chiefs trying to manufacture a run here in the 6th. Runner will go again. And they'll throw to third, and he's back. He's there again. So ball 2, and Bingham has stolen bases 2 straight pitches, and now he's at third base. 3rd stolen base of the night for the Chiefs leadoff man. So Madera with 2 out here, staring at a man at third base. Lights on now in the press box. We're getting into the evening. This one's foul back. 1-2 the count now. Hopper's bat boy Ace is doing his best tonight, hustling. Doing a great job as usual. 1-2 on Madera. This one hit back up the middle, base hit, and that's going to make it 3-0 as Bingham, who stole 2 bases, is going to come in to score on an RBI single by TK Madera. Right up the middle, and you can give that run straight up to Gunnar Bingham as he was able to get on and then stole 2 bases on 2 straight pitches. And it's 3-0 now, Chiefs, and that brings up Easton Denning. Denning 0 for 3 tonight. Flew out to left twice and struck out. And I'll tell you, Madera's a threat to run as well at first base. This one, first pitch swinging, pops it up. And Cardwell runs out of room as this one's going to hit right next to us on the bleachers there. Judge Atkins could have made a play there. Chose not to. Didn't have his glove with him. He did have a hat. He could have thrown his hat out there. 0-1 the count now on Denning. Madera with a big lead over at first base. Jenkins doesn't throw it quite as hard as Jones did, and these runners are taking off on him. Strike here on the inside corner, 0-2. Nice pitch there from Jenkins. So ran it right up in there under the hands. Denning couldn't do anything with it, 0-2. 2 out here in the top of the 6th. Paducah leads it 3-0. And the runner going. Fouled back. That one's right at me. Thankful the net was there. Braden Baker is due up next for the Chiefs. He's hoping he gets a shot here. There's 2 out, though. Madera at first base after an RBI single. Drove in Gunnar Bingham to make it 3-0 here in the 6th. Jenkins works against Denning. His pitch here. Lifted shallow left. Going back on it is the shortstop Cole Reynolds, and he will make the play. And that's going to do it for the Chiefs here in the 6th. But as we check our car connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard, the Chiefs get 1 run. They had 1 hit, no errors, and they had 1 man left on. After 5.5, it's Chiefs 3, Hoppers nothing. Back with more baseball after this.
Join All Clean Services in the Hoptown Hoppers on Friday, July 11th for the annual Jersey Off Their Back auction benefiting the Rotary Playground Project. These special game jerseys will be worn one night only and auctioned off during game hours, with all proceeds helping create a safe, inclusive playground for children of all abilities. Bidding starts at $50. Visit the All Clean Services tent or call in your bid to 270-305-4350 from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Let's make a difference. Bid high, give big, and help build a playground where every child belongs.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Dr. Mackenzie Denton has joined Jenny Stewart Family Health. Passionate about health promotion and preventative care within the pediatric, adult, and geriatric population, Dr. Denton plans to provide her patients with high-quality care. Visit jennystewarthealth.org or call 270-887-6565 to schedule an appointment.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And we go to the bottom of the 6th, and it's Paducah leading the Hoppers 3-0 as they get another one in the top of the 6th. So they've had solo runs in the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 6th here. Grady Broughton will lead off the Hoppers' 6th inning. He's the 2-man. He'll be followed by Dom Bello and Connor Scheidt. The Hoppers had 2 hits the last inning, but foiled on a really nice play by Noah Waxter. He had Cole Reynolds played just right, and Reynolds' line drive snagged right at second base, and quick double play there, and the Hoppers rally back in the 5th was snuffed out. There's a strike to Broughton to start off the ball game. Chops this one down to 3rd. Going to be a tough play. Gauthier, long throw across, and they will get him. Nice play by Gauthier as Broughton runs well. And it took a big hop there at the plate, but Gauthier showing off the arm over at 3rd base. There's one away now for Dom Bello. So once again, the Hoppers just can't seem to find the offense tonight. 3 hits so far in the game, 2 the last inning. But can't put anything together. Misses inside here, ball 1. They got 1 against the Chiefs last Saturday night in a loss. This one swung on and fouled into the net. 1-1 the count. Bello Struck out back in the first, reached on an error in the fourth, but was erased on a fielder's choice. He hits this one up towards shortstop, moving over, ranging over, can't make the play is Baker, and there's a base hit. Now Bello is going to try to go for two, and he'll get there. As Paducah a little bit lackadaisical.
Summertown Meadows single, advances to second on the play.
Nice paying attention of what was going on there as the center fielder a little lackadaisical coming in to make the play, and the shortstop had gotten his glove on it but couldn't make it. Bello sees nobody's at the bag and hustles in second base, so one out, single for Bello. And now Connor Scheidt with a chance to get the Hoppers on the board. Scheidt struck out. First time up, hit into a fielder's choice in the fourth. Bello had a play very similar to that last night in the ball game. He was paying attention. He never slowed down, rounded first, and found the ball and just kept on going. Heads up play. Scheidt now at the plate here, swings, misses this one, so 1-1 the count. Denton waits on deck. He had a double his last time up. He had the first hit of the night for the Hoppers. Got one into the gap in left center. We could use one right now. This one's outside, ball two. Connor Scheidt has 3 homers on the summer. Has a lot of power to the opposite field. And there is a big gap in the left center field right now. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Blocked at the dirt. Bello started to go. Thought better of it. He'll retreat back to second. 2-2 the count now on Scheidt. Adcock got him swinging back in the first on a little changeup. That one was a changeup there. Connor digging in. He's ready for something here. Misses outside, 3-2. Three and two the count, full on for Connor Scheidt as he tries to get on base here, keep the Hoppers rally going with one out here in the bottom of the sixth. Bello at second. Baker will hold him on. Now he goes back. Line drive right to first base. And there's Watson right to his glove. I mean, this is the same thing that happened last inning. Just a nice solid contact right to first baseman Kobe Watson. Bello had to get back quick to second base, and now there's 2 away for the Hoppers here, and Denton will bat. So once again, solid contact just right at somebody in a Chiefs jersey. Denton up now, the man on second. 2 outs here in the sixth. Hits one up into center field. It's going to get down for a base hit, and they're going to hold up Bello at third. But Denton with a base hit at second of the night. Bello stops at third, and as TK Madera was going to, he had done a nice job of charging the ball and got the ball back into the infield quickly. Bello probably would have been out by about 10 steps there if he'd have tried to make that. So Bello halts at third. The Hoppers with runners on the corners now for Owen Hutchison. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Hits back up the middle, back towards second, but there is our second baseman again as Waxter has him played perfectly. And it's a fielder's choice, 4 unassisted fielder's choice for the out as they get Denton down there. So for the Hoppers, as we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, they had 2 hits and no runs. Had 2 men left on, and we go through 6 innings now. Paducah leads it 2-0. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
Hayes Furniture, always the best.
This 4th of July, celebrate independence from sleepless nights at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. Right now, save $500 on Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses, including Pro Breeze, Lux Breeze, and Active Breeze models, designed to keep you cool all night long. Get up to $200 off select Sealy mattresses, and Serta has savings on their Perfect Sleeper collection, up to $425 off. It's time to sleep cooler, deeper, and better. But hurry, these savings end soon.
Always the best.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
6 innings down, and the Chiefs lead the Hoppers 3-0. Joe Wilson with you at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth here at Christian County's Colonel Field. And the Chiefs will send up Braden Baker, Kobe Watson, and Javen Gauthier here in the 7th inning. Hoppers have hit the ball hard the last 2 innings, but right at people. They just can't find any green grass when they need it. Back on the mound for the Hoppers this inning, Wyatt Jenkins. This will be his 4th inning of work. So he relieved Kobe Jones, who was a starter tonight. Jones went 3 innings, struck out 5, but walked 7, hit 2 batters. So a tough outing for Kobe Jones tonight. He gave up 2 runs. His Chiefs got single tallies in the 2nd and 3rd innings, and then last inning, Gunnar Bingham reached on a fielder's choice, stole 2nd, stole 3rd on the next pitch, and then scored on a base hit by T.K. Madera. Chiefs only have 3 hits tonight. Hoppers have out-hit them, just can't get them when they need them. Cardwell goes out and has a nice talk with Jenkins, and then Jenkins promptly hits Baker. So Baker reaches on the hit by batter, or hit by pitcher, and he'll trot down to first base. He's the 3rd Chief to be hit by a pitch tonight. And once again, the Chiefs have their leadoff man on base. And now Jenkins looking over at Benny. I'm not sure what's going on there, but they're checking down around the there's something going on over around the Hoppers dugout over there. Maybe lights on the tow truck that's holding up the flag. Oh, that's what it is. The lights that are illuminating the flag are becoming a distraction for the batters. And so they need the lights to be turned off. So we're waiting on that. That was not the reason for the hit batter, but it is tough if you're a right-handed batter and those lights are shining right on you. So we'll do a quick recap of the ball game as we are waiting for that. Paducah really could have made this thing really worse as they left 8 runners on in the first 3 at bats. Left bases loaded in the 2nd and the 3rd. Got solo runs in the 2nd and the 3rd. They were up 2-0. They scored again in the 6th. The Hoppers didn't do much offensively until the 5th inning. Had a couple of hits, hit into a double play, and then last inning had a couple of hits and another couple of line drives right to people's gloves. And here we are, 3-0, as we're in the top of the 7th. Kobe Watson will bat as we have the lights turned off now on the flag out in right field. Hit into right field here. Coming in on it, Hutchison. He'll make the play. No play at first as Baker quickly back. And there's one away. Javen Gauthier will bat. He has been hit by a pitch twice tonight. Flew out to center field his last time up in the 5th inning. Javin, left-handed batter here for the Chiefs. Not much of a lead over at first base for Baker. Now he kind of moves it out a little bit there. Ball outside here. Gauthier getting his second look now at Jenkins as they've made their way through the lineup twice now against the relief pitcher for the Hoppers. Hoptown does have someone up in the bullpen down there. Some action down there. Nothing in the Chiefs bullpen right now. Runner going. And the throw down to second, and he will be safe as he slides around the tag again, and another stolen base for the Chiefs. So 2 balls, no strikes on Gauthier, and they have a runner on second. They manufactured a run in the 6th, trying to do it again here in the 7th. The Hoppers' offense has just gone dry here in the last few games. Good lead at second base here. Popped up and out of play down the first base side. It's right on the hitting center roof over there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Gauthier. Made a nice play in the field at third base there a couple of innings ago. Showed off that arm. So you got Broughton on a grounder. Trying to do something now with his bat. Base here, might score another run. Inside for ball, it's 2-2. Chiefs are 15-11 on the season. They had lost 7 in a row early on. Looked like they weren't going to be much of a threat. But they have now won 9 in a row. Looking for 10 here. This one's popped up foul on the third base side. Giving kids on both sides a chance to return their foul balls for a prize. Gauthier a little behind on that pitch. 2-2 the count. 1 out here in the 7th. Chiefs lead it 3-0. Adcock has been cruising along for the Chiefs. And Gauthier hit for the 3rd time tonight. So there'll be runners on first and second here. Jenkins hits his second batter this inning. And that's going to do it probably. Yep, they're going to call for another pitcher. So Hopper's going to be changing pitchers here. While they do, we're going to take a quick break on the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's the Chiefs 3, the Hoppers nothing. Back with more after this.
At Pennywile Electric, empowering you is at the center of all we do. Pennywile Electric's mission is not just to provide reliable service at competitive rates. It's also finding innovative ways to keep our members and employees safe, promote economic development, create a well-trained workforce, and to educate you to help you save on utility costs. Pennywile Electric, enhancing your quality of life since 1937.
Excuse me, it's 99 cents. Can we have a word?
Well, I do have a quick moment.
Is it true you're performing in our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops for 99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
Any size? Anytime?
Any size, anytime.
99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop.
Hi, this is Connor Scheidt from IU Southeast. I'm excited to be in Hopkinsville as a member of the 2025 Hoptown Hoppers. Join me in thanking our season sponsors, Olivet Baptist Church, Charles Henderson State Farm Insurance, Jersey Mike's, Planners Bank, Pennywile Electric, and Higgins Insurance. Go Hoppers.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
So So that's going to do it for Wyatt Jenkins as he goes 3 1/3 for the Hoppers tonight. He gave up 1 walk, hit 2 batters, 2 hits given up tonight. Right now he's given up 1, but he's responsible for both runners on base right now. Jackson Leggett Walford will come into the game for the Hoppers. He pitched last night, briefly. Went in the 3rd last night. Didn't get anybody out. It was a tough. He went in the 3rd. He got 1 out, but he couldn't get out of the inning. He's going to get another chance tonight. He's a lefty. 5'9", 175 out of Clearwater, Florida. Plays for Auburn University Montgomery. And right now, coming into this ball game with a 9.41 ERA. Left-handed pitcher. And he will be going after Joey Ruiz here first thing with 1 out and runners on first and second for the Chiefs. Last night he came in, got a fly out to second base, and then the wheels came off for him and the defense. And that was it. He couldn't get out of that. So only pitched a 1/3 of an inning last night. Misses outside here, ball 1. Throws it a little bit harder than Jenkins did. Chiefs were taking advantage of that long delivery, stole some bases. May not be able to do as well with the left-handed Leggett Walford. 1-0 the count. Pitch here. In the dirt. Nearly hits him. It's 2-0 to Ruiz. Ruiz had a single back in the second inning. He had the first hit of the ballgame, a little check swing into shallow right. Walked, popped out to second base tonight. So he's 1 for 2. Good lead at second base here. Ball hit and loses his bat. Gives the crowd something to ooh and ah about. He got a piece of the ball, but the bat goes high up into the net. And his on-deck guy says, hey, I'm going to put a little bit of sticky on there for you. Help you out a little. That thing was headed right for me. 1-2, the count. Shows you the kind of power that they swing with. That thing went way up the net, pretty close to the pole there in front of the dugout for the Chiefs. And Leggett Walford can't find it there inside, and it's 3-1 now on Ruiz as the Chiefs looking for walk number 9 tonight. Hopper's pitchers. Last night it was errors. Tonight they have not been able to find the strike zone. Hoptown Hopper crowd staying with them, though. Misses here, ball 4. So a walk there, and the bases are loaded again for the Chiefs here with 1 out in the 7th. And Nate Lang.
Now batting for the Chiefs, left field number 20, Nate Lang.
I think every time Lang's been up tonight, the bases have been loaded. They were loaded up in the 2nd. They were loaded in the 3rd. They were 1st and 3rd when he was up in the 6th, and here they are, bases loaded again in the 7th. This one way outside, gets to the net, and nobody coming. Is good hustle that time by Cardwell, and Baker was about halfway down the line, put on the brakes and went back, and then everybody else had to retreat as well. That ball was nowhere close to the plate. Nobody in the pen working for the Hoppers, so Leggett Walford's going to have to get out of this. Well, I'll take it back. I see a hat down there now. They do have somebody working. But I would think we're not going to go long if we continue to walk batters. Inside, nearly hits him. 2-0 now on Lang. Lang had an RBI with a walk earlier. Can get another one here. Scheidt's going to go out and talk to Leggett Walford, and he'll bring the rest of the infield with him. I think this may be one of those, just throw it over there and let him hit it. Let's let the defense work. As a pitcher, though, you want to try not to allow anything big here. See if we can find you some scores from around the league tonight. Flash leading the Railroaders 4-1. Madisonville still leads full count 4-0 tonight. That'd be a big win for the Miners. And here it's 3-0, but the Chiefs have bases loaded in the 7th with one out. 2-0 count on Nate Lang. This one in for a strike. 2-1 the count. Top of the lineup. 2 up for the Chiefs here. We'd like to get Lang here if possible. There's another strike, and it's 2-2. Chiefs had left about 10 or 11 batters on tonight, or runners on tonight. I'd have to check, but they left the bases loaded in the 2nd and the 3rd. 2 men on in the 1st. So they've squandered some opportunities tonight, or this thing would have really been bad. Here's a chopper down to 3rd. Denton will come home with it, and the throw gets away from the catcher, Cardwell. The runner will score. And it's an error. As Lang will reach, Baker will score, and it's 4-0. Everybody else moves up a base on the error as Denton made the play. Good throw. Kind of took it into the runner, but it was definitely a play that could have been made. And the Hoppers with another error, and it's now 4-0. They didn't get the out. And the top of the lineup up for the Chiefs here in the 7th. 4-0. Chiefs getting ready to put a crooked number up here. Misses outside. Gunnar Bingham bats again. Walked in the 1st. Popped out to catcher. Grounded out to 1st. Reached back in the 6th. Stole 2nd and 3rd. Ended up scoring on a base hit. Madera. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runner coming in. He'll score easily. And it's now 5-0 on the pass ball. As Gauthier will cross the plate. And Ruiz moves over to 3rd base. Lang down to 2nd. 2-0 the count now on Bingham. And the Chiefs' lead is ballooned up to 5-0. Leggett Walford taking all the time he can. Infield in for the Hoppers. This one hit to 1st. Over the head on the hop. It gets over Scheidt's head. 1 run in. Here comes another one. And the throw to the plate, and he can't handle it as the ball gets away from the catcher again. So 2 runs will score. And it's 7-0 on a base hit by Gunnar Bingham, who moves down to 2nd on the throw. So 2 RBIs there. And it's 7-0 now in favor of the Chiefs, and that'll bring up Noah Waxter as the Hoppers now still with just 1 out. And this one is very similar to last night's ball game, where some errors and carelessness have resulted in runs late in the game for the guests. Waxter fouled this one off into the net. 0-1. On a regular infield, but they had Scheidt pulled in, so the ball took a big hop at the plate and went over his head into right field. The throw from right fielder, Owen Hutchison, was there in time. Cardwell couldn't handle the throw. And the 2nd run scored. Runner at 2nd takes off. Here's the throw from Cardwell, and it goes into left field. And Bingham on the stolen base, and in the errant throw, he will score, and it's now 8-0. The Chiefs. So another error there on the Hoppers. Now the bases are empty. But 5 runs in here in the 7th. And it's 8-0, Chiefs. Waxter at the plate, 1-1 the count. And he hits one into center field. And Sweeney will move over and make the play there, and there's 2 away.
We'll bring up the center field number 25, TK Madera. Been asked to announce to you half-price burgers and hot dogs at the concession stand. Get them while supplies last. Half-price burgers and hot dogs at the concession stand.
Want a crazy stat? The Chiefs have 8 runs on 3 hits. Several errors this inning. Some walks. 4 hit batters. It's been a night for Hoppers pitchers and defense tonight. TK Madera bats now for the Chiefs. He's their top hitter, and so far tonight, he has 1 hit, had an RBI single back in the 6th. That's been about it. Bingham has 4 stolen bases tonight, a couple of RBIs, actually 3 RBIs for Bingham. 1-1 the count now on Madera. The Chiefs lead at 8-0. Strike here. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Madera. Look at Walford pitching. This one's fouled off out of play on the third base side. Madera battling here. Two errors this inning for the Hoppers. And there's a strikeout there as they catch Madera looking. But it's a big inning for the Paducah Chiefs as we check the car connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. They get 5 runs on a couple of Hoptown errors, 1 hit, and they didn't leave anybody. So as we played 6.5, as we go to the bottom of the 7th, 8-0 in favor of the Chiefs. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, J. Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you. This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
That one sending the Hopper fans to the cars pretty much as Paducah gets 5 in the top of the 7th. And now Hoptown's got a large hill to climb here as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Chance Sweeney will lead it off. Zach Hampton will follow and Evan Cardwell, but Paducah leads at 8-0. Starting pitcher Niall Adcock still going for the Chiefs and still throwing hard. There's a strike on the outside corner. Appreciate everybody listening tonight. Wish I had better news to report. Sweeney is 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to first, grounded out to second. Takes another strike there, and he's in the hole 0-2. So Adcock just dealing now with a big lead. He can do pretty much whatever he wants. Sweeney hits that one into the net foul on the third base side. Just about got Coach Benny over there. He was late getting back out. Adcock really has thrown well. The catcher gets as Sweeney fouls that one up, and it's going to get a piece of that catcher, and he's going to need a minute. That one hurt. It was Ruiz. Going to need a little bit of time there. Good umpire like Erickson understands that. He'll go out. Talking to the pitcher for just a minute, giving the catcher time to recover. Adcock in his 7th inning of work here. And zeros everywhere. He hasn't given up much to the Hoppers tonight. Been able to get out of everything he's faced. Had a couple balls hit hard, but right at people. Hoppers really hadn't put up much of a fight. 8-0 here in the 7th. Here's one fouled off. Sweeney hangs in there. Zach Hampton due up next for the Hoppers. Sweeney trying to get off the collar here. He misses outside here, 2-2. Sweeney's battle back, even up the count. Hoppers lost in 7 last night, 17-2 to full count. Here's a ball hit into right field, base hit. So Chance Sweeney with a base hit into right field, and the Hoppers have their leadoff man on here in the 7th. And Zach Hampton.
Second baseman, number 9, Zach Hampton.
Hampton's 1 for 2 tonight. He hit sharply to shortstop back in the 3rd and had a base hit back in the 5th. So Sweeney on with no out here in the 7th for the Hoppers. They trail 8-0. Now Ruiz is going to go out. Talk to his pitcher real fast. Fireworks beginning to go off around town. Tomorrow night, Fulton will be here. Jeff Sisk will have the call on that one. We'll be on the air at 5:45 for you right here. 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Monday night, I'll be back with you with Henderson. And that one's a 6:15 on there. Strike right there to Hampton on the outside corner. So we're back underway. A lot of the crowd is left tonight. That 5-run 7th inning put a damper on the mood. Here's a broken bat. Line drive right to shortstop. And I'll tell you what, nice play that time by Baker. And if he hadn't have stumbled, he might have had a shot at a double play over there as Sweeney caught in no man's land, but gets back because Baker stumbled after making the catch. Good play by Baker. There's one away now for the Hoppers here in the 7th. That'll bring up Cardwell. Evan grounded out to short back in the 3rd. Had a base hit into left field back in the 5th. He's had one of the Hopper hits tonight. Throw over to first. Sweeney's back. Plenty of time. Once again, a ball that was hit looked like a chance to get a hit, and the Chiefs had it played perfectly. Sweeney on the run, throw down to second, and ball gets away from the infielders, and Sweeney will run all the way to 3rd as Madera late getting over to back up the throw. So Sweeney with a stolen base, and he will go to 3rd on the throw that got into the outfield. So the Hoppers now with a man at 3rd and 1 out. So Cardwell has a chance to get an RBI here. 1-0 the count on the Hoppers catcher. Madera was just late getting over to back that play up as the throw bounced into the outfield. Misses inside here, and it's 2-0. There's one tap back to the pitcher. Checks the runner, now goes to first. Throws it away down the first base line. And the Hoppers will get a run here as Cardwell will stop at second. On the air. So Sweeney will score, and it's now 8-1. On the air by Adcock. He did a nice job stabbing that one and then checked the runner, but then rushed his throw to first and up the line. And Watson unable to take care of that, and the Hoppers are on the board here. So Cole Reynolds will bat now with one out and a man at second. It's fourth plate appearance for him tonight. He's 0 for 3. Grounded out to the pitcher, struck out. Lined out to second on a double play. Hit the ball hard right at Noah Wagster. This one's inside for ball one. Grady Broughton on deck for the Hoppers. Hoping to get a chance here in the seventh. Swing and a miss here for Reynolds as he trying to make it 8-3 on that one. He really took a good cut at it. Hoptown finally on the board here, trailing 8-1. Runner going. And the ball's fouled off at the plate, and Cardwell will have to go back. Got a good jump on that. Probably was going to steal that base. Reynolds tapped it in the dirt, though, right at the plate. So we'll try it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Hoppers' leadoff man. Cardwell at second. This one in the dirt, bounces away from the catcher, and it goes up on the wall. He can't locate it. Now nobody covering home. Cardwell coming around. They're going to throw it back to the pitcher, and they tag him out at the plate. Ball got up on the wall, and neither the catcher nor the pitcher could find it. Finally, the catcher got it, and he gets it to Adcock, who tags out Cardwell right before he makes it to home plate. So caught stealing there. Trying to score, and there's 2 out now, and the Hoppers' scoring chances are wiped off there. So now Reynolds ahead in the count. He hits this one towards second. Wagster goes over, takes it up, throws it over to first on the underhand toss, and got him. But the Hoppers get one as we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. Hoppers get 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error. Nobody left on. We've played 7. It's the Chiefs 8, the Hoppers 1. Back with more Hoppers baseball after this.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Dr. Mackenzie Denton has joined Jenny Stewart Family Health. Passionate about health promotion and preventative care within the pediatric, adult, and geriatric population, Dr. Denton plans to provide her patients with high-quality care. Visit jennystewarthealth.org or call 270-887-6565 to schedule an appointment.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores with their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread. Plus Sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, Sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus Sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower for mighty fine baking every time.
You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, and online at 953thefarm.com.
Hoptown will go with a new pitcher here is Alec Hotelling. Well, he's normally a catcher, but he's going to be on the mound for the Hoppers here in the 8th. So he relieves Leggett Walford. Pitched 2/3 of an inning. The Hoppers trailing now 8-1. It's been a combination of things for the Hoppers tonight. It's poor base running. We've had several runners caught stealing and some poor choices on the base paths. And Coach Benny talked about that before the game started, that there were some base running issues last night, and they really needed to clean those up. Haven't been able to do that tonight. The error bug struck them again. More errors in the field. And the walks tonight have really hurt the Hoppers. And if you know anything about college baseball, walks will kill you. And so far tonight, they have.
Leading off the top of the 8th for the Paducah Chiefs, designated hitter.
So Alec Hotelling. He's only pitched 1 inning this year, but no ERA to speak of. He'll face Easton Denning to lead off this inning for the Chiefs here in the 8th. Little sidearm action coming at you. Misses for ball 1. Denning, one of the few Chiefs who haven't been on base tonight. 0 for 4. Struck out once and has flied out 3 times. Swings and fouls this one off the glove of Cardwell. Hoptown home tomorrow night. Fulton, 6 o'clock on the first pitch. We'll be on the air at 5:45. Catch them again tomorrow. Here's the ball hit down to second base. Hampton will gobble it up, throw over to first, and there's one away. So Braden Baker will bat now for the Chiefs with 1 out. At Fulton, Henderson has tied it up. It's 4-4 in that game. Madisonville leads the full count rhythm 4-0. So Madisonville trying to pick up their second straight win. Playing the league leaders tonight, shutting them out. And here's a pitch that hits Baker right in the back. And that's the second time in a row that Baker has been hit by a pitch tonight. 5th player hit tonight.
Batting for the Chiefs, first base number 45, Kobe Watson.
So Kobe Watson will bat here. Walked twice, scored both times, had a single back in the 5th, flew out to right. This one's fouled off. And the one he got the hit on, some people are saying it's an error. I'm not sure what the official score was, but it took a bad hop on him right there at the last minute. I gave him a hit on it, but I did not see what the official score gave him. And coming sidearm again, this one fouled off, and it's 0-2 now on Watson. Due up for the Hoppers in the 8th will be Grady Broughton, Don Bello, and Connor Scheidt. Broughton's had a interesting couple of games. Oh, nice pitch there as Watson goes down looking. And there's 2 away here in the 8th for the Chiefs. Hotelling. A nice little pitch there, kind of a drop down. It started out on the outside, came right back in for the strikeout. Gauthier will bat now for the Chiefs, hit by a pitch twice. Oh, sorry, 3 times. He's been hit 3 times tonight and flew out to center. This one's in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and moving down to second is Baker. Wyatt Jenkins was able to retire the Chiefs 1-2-3 in the 4th, but other than that, it has not been a good night for Hoppers pitchers against the Chiefs. A little high. And it's 2-0 now to Gauthier. Runner on second, 2 out here in the 8th for the Chiefs. So they try to increase their lead. They lead it 8-1. This one way outside, gets away from the catcher. Moving down to third base will be Baker on the wild pitch. 3-0 now to Gauthier. Got a little fireworks show going off in the distance back here. There's a strike right there, so Gauthier now hitting the count 3-1. Joey Ruiz waits, hoping for a chance here in the 8th. Hotelling comes back here and gets him to foul one off, and it's full count. The string is out. For Gauthier here, so he's going to try and work this one up and in the dirt. So he picks up another walk, and it's 1st and 3rd. Hit 3 times and drawn a walk, so 0 for 1 on the night. Here's Joey Ruiz. Had a single, walk, flied out, walked again and scored in the 7th inning. The Chiefs back with runners on the corners here with 2 out in the 8th. We continue to crawl along in this ball game. Misses high here. Hotelling. His 2nd appearance of the year for the Hoppers. On the mound. Catches for the team. There's a strike on the outside corner. That's 1-1. Yeah, we've seen a lot of batters for the other team in the last couple of nights. There's one foul back. This is the 5th time we've seen Ruiz. He bats 8th in the lineup. So we see Bingham again this inning. It might be the 6th time around for the Chiefs. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Just misses. Boy, he wanted it. He started to swing at that, held off. So 2-2. Appeal down to first. Umpire says no, sir. Did not go. So 2-2 the count. Misses high and in tight. Almost hit him. And it's 3-2 now. Chiefs looking for win 10 in a row. And it looks like they're going to get it. Hotelling. Ball hit into center, and that's going to get down for a hit. 1 run in. And on the move, as soon as the ball was hit, was Gauthier. He's going to come around to score on a stand-up double for Joey Ruiz and a 2-run double, and it's now 10-1. As the Chiefs beginning to pull away easily on this one.
Brings to the plate the left fielder, number 20, Nate Lang.
Gauthier took off with the pitch and scored easily on the stand-up double by Ruiz. So Nate Lang will bat now. 10-1 is our score. Hoppers in danger of getting mercy rule for the 2nd straight night. Fouled in the dirt here. Lang struck out looking, had a walk with an RBI back in the 3rd. Walked in the 6th. Reached on an error in the 7th. Swings here. Misses. 0-2 the count. Lang trying to get another run in here. Ball outside, 1-2. So this game is dragging again. The Chiefs win tonight. They'll go to 16-11. The Hoppers would fall to 10-18 with a loss. With the Madisonville win, they're going to be right back in it with Madisonville for 6th place. Two the count, 2 out here. Inside for ball 3. And Lang is now gone from 0-2 to a full count. Bingham waits on deck. Leadoff batter for the Chiefs. Hoping to get a shot here. Had a 2-run single his last time up, so hoping for another chance for some RBIs. Ball high. And Hotelling walks Lang. So it's first and second now. He's walked 3 times tonight. First and second, Bingham up. This will be the 6th plate appearance tonight for the leadoff man for Paducah. Walked his first time up. A nice play by Evan Cardwell. Robbed him back in the second. Grounded out to first in the third. Then he reached on a fielder's choice, stole 2 bases and scored on a hit by TK Madera, and then last inning a 2-run single, and he came around to score as well. 1-1 the count now. Hotelling pitching for the Hoppers here. He misses outside. 2-1. That is not the heart monitor of the Hoppers you hear in the background. That is the Jones Brothers truck lowering the flag. Ball 3 outside, and it's 3-1 now to Bingham. We're almost to 3 hours on this ball game. And he walks him. Another walk. And the bases are loaded for the Chiefs. I think I've said it every inning this game just about. And they have just had lots and lots and lots of base runners. So Wagster will get a chance. 0 for 4 tonight. Had 1 walk. He's been on once with a walk. And a strike on the inside corner. He's the 7th man up this inning for the Chiefs. And he comes back here, ball chopped at the plate, and it'll go back, and they'll go, Hotelling will go to the plate, and they'll get the fielder's choice on a 1-2-2 and erase Ruiz at the plate. So they get 2 more runs here in the 8th as we get ready to go to the bottom of the 8th as we check our car connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's Paducah Chiefs 10, the Hoptown Hoppers 1. Back with more Hoppers baseball after this.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz.
Hi, this is Hopper Hunter Swanson from Clarksville, Tennessee. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors: Huggard Beard and Giles Funeral Home, Jones Brothers Towing and Trucking, Chick-fil-A, HWEA, the Bank of Cadiz, HES, and the Hopkinsville Lions Cubs. Go Hoppers!
You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, and online at 953thefarm.com.
Back here at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth, Joe Wilson with you, Paducah with a new pitcher. We'll see if we can get a name for you here in just a second. As Adcock goes 7 innings and does a nice job tonight. He's on line for the win. So we can see if we can find out who's pitching for him tonight here in just a second. It's going to be Culberson who's pitching for Paducah. Culberson is 0-0 for this year. No record to speak of, but a 2.86 ERA. But a nice job tonight by the starter, Niall Adcock. Goes 7 innings. Didn't give up much. 5 hits. No, he gave up 1 run. So Culberson at 2.86 ERA. He'll face Grady Broughton here to lead off the bottom of the 8th for the Hoppers. Dom Bello will bat next and followed by Connor Scheidt. So the 2, 3, and 4 men in the Hoppers lineup. Culberson misses high here. Here's one popped up and out of play. Adcock very efficient tonight for Paducah. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 5 hits in 7 innings. The Hoppers pitchers have given up 12 walks tonight. They've also hit 5 batters. Three and 1 the count now on Broughton. Even though the sun has been long set, it is still warm here at the ballpark tonight. Last night we had a nice little breeze, but tonight it has just been still and warm. Strike there on Broughton and makes it full count. Erickson said that was good. Hoppers with 3 errors tonight. And a walk to Broughton to lead off the bottom of the 8th.
Brings to the plate the left fielder, number 26.
Paducah blew this one open in the 7th. They were up 3-0, got 5 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th. They lead now 10-1. Dom Bello up now for the Hoppers. Good lead over by Broughton. He's a runner. He likes to get a good lead. He can run pretty well over there. Ball to Bello here. And checking the runner there, now throwing home a little high again as Culberson having a hard time finding the strike zone. And the Chiefs pitcher quickly behind 2-0 to Bello. Bello has a hit tonight. Reached on an error. This one's high. Ball 3. A lot of dancing going on at first base, but Broughton stays. And a strike here to Bello as he has no way he was swinging at that one. And he waits here. This pops up. It's going to get out of play. And we're back to full count again. Culberson fighting back here. Nobody out. Man on first for the Hoppers here in the 8th. They trail 10-1. Bello at the plate. Fouls another one off. Another big lead over at first base now by Broughton. He won't go. Pitches inside for ball 4. So the Hoppers draw a couple of walks to start off the 8th inning. And Connor Scheidt will now bat.
First baseman, number 33, Connor Scheidt.
He's 0 for 3 tonight. Connor batting .211 coming into this ball game. Now Paducah going to go have a talk with the pitcher here. They have some folks up in the pen down there, so maybe just some time to get those guys loose. Culberson is struggling with the strike zone. Meeting was quick, though. Connor Scheidt batting for the Hoppers here. Runners on first and second. No out in the eighth. Hoppers trail 10-1. This one misses high. Ball one. Not sure how much longer the Chiefs will go with Culberson if he can't find the strike zone here. This one's ripped down the first base line. That's going to be extra bases. Scheidt will round first. Coming in to score is Broughton. Going to third base is Bello, and a stand-up double for Connor Scheidt and an RBI. Broughton comes in to score, and it's now 10-2. And runners are at second and third for the Hoppers. No out with Miles Denton up. Scheidt turned on that one and just ripped it right past first baseman Kobe Watson down the right field line. Now Denton has a shot here for a couple of RBIs. Misses here inside and tight. And this one on the outside corner gets in there for a strike. So 1-1 the count. Denton swings at that one. Kind of flails at it, and it's 1-2. So he was fooled by that pitch. And a strike as he catches Denton looking there on the little curveball that got on the outside corner, and there's one away. Denton didn't like it. One away. So Owen Hutchison will bat now for the Hoppers. Hutchison takes the ball here. Chiefs have pretty much been in control of this ball game from a whole way, even though the Hoppers have out-hit them. A lot of walks, some hit batters, and some errors. How about this? Tomorrow night, full count goes to Paducah for a doubleheader starting at 5:30. And the top two teams in the league squaring off tomorrow afternoon. Strike here to Hutchison. He didn't like that call. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Hoppers right fielder. Men on second and third. Trying to get them in. Ball ripped foul down the first base side, down by the Hoppers dugout. Hutchison stays alive. Bellows at second. Bellows at third. Scheidt is at second after a stand-up double down the right field line, scored a run. Here's one ripped down the right field line too. Almost got the first base coach down there. He's battling to stay alive. Trying to make this thing a little more respectable. And this one got him swinging in the dirt again, and Hutchison goes down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts now. There's 2 away for the Hoppers, and that brings up Chance Sweeney. Sweeney has a hit tonight, scored a run. Back in the 7th. Grounded out to pitcher, grounded out to second tonight. Had a base hit into right field. 2 out here, runners on second and third for the Hoppers. They trail 10-2. His one hit into center. Moderna won't even have to make a move, and he makes the catch. And that's going to do it for the Hoppers here. They get one. As we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, they had 1 hit, 1 run. They left 2 men on base. We've played 8 innings. It's the Chiefs 10, the Hoppers 2. Back with the 9th inning after this.
No matter what you've been through,
how do you say your last name?
To the rescue.
Has your home or business suffered from water damage? How about fire damage to your home? Even if you just need the carpets cleaned, All Clean Services has you covered. All Clean takes pride in the work they do, assuring you quality service. Stop by the office Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 or call 270-889-9645. All Clean Services, 2414 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Putting your world back together. All Clean.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Back at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth, Joe Wilson, and joining me is my future nephew, Hirono.
Hirono.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Been sitting up here watching the ball game all night with me, and what do you think?
I'm loving it. It's my first time here at this Hoptown game. It's been a little slow at times, but we're having fun nonetheless.
Are you from Clarksville? Is that right? Your dad's a professor at Austin Peay. Is that right?
Yes, sir. So I've been in Clarksville since 2010, and we recently moved up here in Hoptown. And
all right, very good.
I'm loving it.
Glad to have you up here.
Love it. Thank you.
He's a baseball fan. Don't hold it against him. He likes the Mets and the Yankees, but
I sure do.
We won't hold that against you.
Thank goodness.
Miles Denton will pitch for the Hoppers here in the 9th. They trail 10-2. He'll face TK Madera, one of the top hitters in the league, and then he's got Easton Denning and Braden Baker for Paducah here in the 9th. The Hoppers trailing 10-2. Hoptown just not been able to get much going tonight. Here's the ball fouled at the plate. Nope, they're going to call it fair ball. It's fielded by Denton, and Madera thrown out at first. Thought that ball might have hit off the leg of the batter that time.
I thought I did, yeah.
So one away now. Easton Denning will bat. You guys know me. You might know my brother Lee, and Lee has his oldest daughter Sarah, and you and Sarah are getting married here in just a few months. Excited?
Very excited. Ready to do it.
Yeah. Here's a strike to Easton Denning. Denton coming in throwing strikes for the Hoppers here in relief. He's the 5th pitcher of the night for Hoptown. Cody Jones started. He was relieved by Wyatt Jenkins and then Jackson Leggett Walford. Alec Hotelling and Miles Denton. 1-1 the count now on Denning. You picked a game where we're gonna walk 12 people and hit 5 and make 3 errors, and it's not normally like this. But there's a swing and a miss by Denning. 1-2 now.
It's a first for me.
Denton hits ball hit down the right field line, just foul. As Denning turned on that one. Miles Denton coming in throwing strikes though. It's his first appearance on the mound for the Hoppers this year. He's got a double. He's hit the ball pretty well. Swing and a miss here. He strikes out Denning, and there's 2 away here in the ninth for the Chiefs. And so that'll bring up Braden Baker. He's been hit the last 2 times up. He's been hit twice, and Joey Ruiz has been hit 3 times. I'm sorry, Javin Gauthier has been hit 3 times. 5 guys, 5 hit batmen tonight. Baker takes one in the dirt there. That's ball 1. Denton working quickly here. Gets a strike on the corner. 1-1. This time tomorrow night, the OVL standings make it look a lot different than they do tonight. Here's the ball hit down towards second. Picked up there by Hampton, and he throws him out. And for the second time tonight, the Hoppers get the Chiefs 1-2-3 as Miles Denton comes in and shuts them down. We're going to the ninth. As we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, it's the Chiefs 10, the Hoppers 2, back with the ninth inning after this.
This 4th of July, celebrate independence from sleepless nights at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. Right now, save $500 on Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses, including Pro Breeze, Lux Breeze, and Active Breeze models, designed to keep you cool all night long. Get up to $200 off select Sealy mattresses, and Serta has savings on their Perfect Sleeper collection, up to $425 off. It's time to sleep cooler, deeper, and better. But hurry, these savings end soon.
Always the best. If you're like me, you're probably ready to unplug for a bit, right? If you're heading out on the road this summer, Pennyrail Electric has a few safety tips to keep in mind. Invest in motion-sensing outdoor lighting and programmable timers for the interior lighting of your home. Unplug unnecessary appliances and electronics. And when you check into your destination, look for overloaded outlets or the scent of overheated wires. If you find something, say something. Pennyrail Electric, wishing you an amazing and safe summer season.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Dr. Mackenzie Denton has joined Jenny Stewart Family Health, passionate about health promotion and preventative care within the pediatric, adult, and geriatric population. Dr. Denton plans to provide her patients with high-quality care. Visit jennystewardhealth.org or call 270-887-6565 to schedule an appointment.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
John Bingham will pitch for the Paducah Chiefs here in the bottom of the ninth inning. If you're a University Heights Academy fan, you remember John. He pitched against the Blazers in the region championship game. He is going to Mississippi State in the fall. Zach Hampton, Evan Cardwell, and Cole Reynolds are due up for the Hoppers, their last chance here in the ninth. They trail 10-2. Bingham's 3rd appearance of the year. And swinging and fouling it off is Hampton. Here's a pitch. It's just inside there, 1-1 now. Bingham, of course, star for Lyon County, helped them to the state tournament this year. There's a strike on the outside corner. That was impressive. He pitched very well in the region tournament against the Blazers. We got to do that game. And he also had a monster performance at the plate in that one. This one's fouled down off the hitting center, and it's 1-2. But Bingham, an impressive player, got a bright future ahead of him. Facing Zach Hampton here, 1 ball, 2 strikes for the Hoppers' second baseman. Swings and misses on the curveball, and there's 1 away here in the ninth for the Hoppers.
Step into the plate for the Hoppers.
So Evan Cardwell will bat here. Cardwell tonight grounded out to short, had a base hit, reached on an error by the pitcher last time up. Swings through that one. Hoppers just hadn't been able to get a hit when they needed it tonight, and lots of walks and hit batters and errors have been the key in this one. There's a breaking ball. It gets in as Cardwell swings at it. It's 0-2 now on the Hoppers catcher. Outside for ball 2. Or ball 1, I'm sorry. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Working quickly is Bingham. This one's hit into center. And going back on it is Madera. And he'll make the play. And that's going to make it 2 down. And there's Hoppers are down to their last out here as the leadoff man Cole Reynolds will bat. Reynolds tries to extend this ball game for the Hoppers. Takes the ball there. He swung at the very first pitch of the ball game and had a nice chopper up the middle, but Adcock made a stab at it on a good play and kind of started things off, set the tone for this ball game. As the Hoppers have had bad hops go their way, but line drives that they've hit have gone right to the Chiefs. 2-0 the count now on Reynolds as he battles at the plate. And that one's outside. And it's 3-0 now. Reynolds tries to get on base again. Hoptown hanging on here, needing some base runners bad. And it's inside for ball 4. So Reynolds walks. He's on base tonight for the first time. So Grady Broughton will bat here. And I'm sorry, they're going to be a pinch hitter right on this one. So Hunter Swanson will bat. He's pinch hitting for Grady Broughton. So Broughton's night's done. Strike 1 here to Swanson. Hunter's a 6'1", 205-pounder out of Clarksville. He's an incoming freshman at Rowan State. Takes the ball there, 1-1. Two out here in the bottom of the 9th. Chiefs lead at 10-2. Misses there. 2-1. Got to know where that one was because that looked pretty good, didn't it, to you?
It really did, yeah.
Two and 1 the count on Swanson. Pinch hitting for Broughton. Strike on the outside corner, and it's 2-2, and the Hoppers are down to their last out. They're going to get on the bus and head back to Paducah with big game, big doubleheader tomorrow with first place full count. And a swing and a miss, and that's going to do it for the Hoppers tonight as they are going to fall to Paducah 10-2 and fall to 10-18 on the season. We'll be back. We'll wrap this game up for you, but as we check the Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard, it's the final tonight. Paducah Chiefs 10, the Hoptown Hoppers 2. Back with a wrap-up of this game after this.
Excuse me, it's 99 cents. Can we have a word?
Well, I do have a quick moment.
Is it true you're performing in our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops for 99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
Any size? Anytime?
Any size, anytime.
99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, J. Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Back at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth, Joe Wilson with you, and want to let you know it was a sad night for the Hoppers. If you just joined us, it's the Chiefs of Paducah come away with a 10-2 win tonight. The Hoppers now 10-18 on the season. They lost their second straight game. The Chiefs have won their 10th in a row. They're now 16-11. They're in second place in the OVL, and they'll host first place full count tomorrow night down at Brooks Stadium. And I was going to let you know if I can find some scores for you here tonight. It looks like it might be a pretty upset group of full count rhythm when they show up tomorrow night, because Madisonville's leading 4-1 right now. Fulton leading over Henderson tonight 5-4 late in that one as well. So, but tonight it was the Chiefs 10 and the Hoppers 2. This game summary brought to you by Angie Graham with Dreamfield Lending. In the market for a new home, contact Angie Graham with Dreamfield Lending to discuss your borrowing options, including no money down payment programs. 270-349-3124, NMLS 650794, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. Well, it was all Chiefs really from the beginning, as Hoptown's starting pitcher Kobe Jones struggled from the however, walked 7, hit 2 batters, only allowed 1 hit. But Hopper's pitchers continued on that trend as they end up walking 12 batters tonight, hit 5, and then the Hoppers with 3 errors as well. So 1 run for Paducah in the second as they left the bases loaded. Then in the third they get a run and they left the bases loaded and they led 2-0. Then in the sixth, with still leading 2-0, it was Gunnar Bingham who reached on a fielder's choice, then stole second and third on back-to-back pitches and came in to score on a 2-out hit by T.K. Madera and made it 3-0. Then the floodgates opened as the 7th inning. The Chiefs get 5 runs on only 1 hit. There were 4 walks, a couple of errors by the Hoppers in that inning, and pushed the lead out to 8-0. The Hoppers get 1 in the 7th as Chance Sweeney singled and stole a base and then came around to score on an error as Evan Cardwell reached, and that made it 8-1. Then in the 8th inning, 2 more runs for the Chiefs, made it 10-1 as Braden Baker and Javin Gauthier came around to score, made it 10-1. And then the Hoppers get 1 more in the 8th on as Grady Broughton walked and then came around to score on a stand-up double by Connor Scheidt tonight. So, and then that was it. So, tough night at the plate, tough night in the field, tough night on the mound for the Hoppers as they drop to 10-18 on the season with a 10-2 loss to the Chiefs tonight. It's time now to pick our player of the game, brought to you by Skyline Animal Clinic and Oak Grove Animal Hospital. They support all the area schools, athletes, and students. Skyline Animal Clinic has been your source of veterinary care for small animals since 1956. Call them today for all your pets' veterinary needs. For the Hoppers tonight, the player of the game is going to be Miles Denton. Miles went 2 for 3 at the plate and then came in and pitched a 1-2-3 ninth inning for the Hoppers tonight. So Miles Denton is your player of the game. And remember that the player of the game is sponsored by Skyline Animal Clinic and Oak Grove Animal Hospital. They support all the area schools, athletes, and students. Skyline Animal Clinic has been your source of veterinary care for small animals since 1956. Call them today for all your pets' veterinary needs. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and wrap this one up. Final score again tonight. The Chiefs 10, the Hoppers 2.